Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs, because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank. That's my bank.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers, bum, 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 bum.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jeff Traylor Stadium and the opening game of the 2023 season. I'm Todd Robinson, joined tonight by the voice of the Buckeyes, Mr. Jeff Rash. And Jeff, we have got the game of the week to kick things off. We do not wait to get it cranked up. Here in the dog days of summer, the Buckeyes are squaring off against probably one of the top 2 to 3 teams in the state. Number 13, Jeremiah Noble, and number 11, Caden Tennyson at the quarterback position that are all juniors. They've really had to step up the last 2 weeks against outstanding competition, probably as good as they're going to see into December, into the playoffs, and managed to win last week. Now they're getting to Eric back. Hand off to Henderson, left side, got some room in the end zone. 2 plays, and the Buckeyes score. Well, you got to right now be thinking that the guys in white are rolling their eyes and saying, oh my God, here we go, up the middle. Got a gas, touchdown. Touchdown, Buckeyes. They answer back, Jeff. How about that?
While you still trying, I'm still shining, it's real blinding. And I'm getting out of tune, talking top 2, I'm not a 2. You let the pressure bother you, and I do what I gotta do. Let's go home.
Hand off, right side. Look at this big gap, and he's going to score. Untouched, Will Henderson. Finding gaps, finding seams. Buckeyes doing a great job of blocking downfield. And now we can dropping back inside to number 3 to Eric Tate. Down to the 5, first and goal from the 5.
The coldest of teams, they know we break, don't try this. They know in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We been shooting in the gym, this is target in practice, yeah. And I'm just getting started, getting my feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, up like dress code. Pay me my respect.
That was a keeper, and they just slammed him to the turf. The right side gets a good block. Headed to the end zone, scores. Dropping back, launching one. Wide open, touchdown. That's number 13, Jeremiah Noble. Perfectly thrown ball. Yeah. If he throws that pass to Eric, they're going to dump it to Henderson. Out of the backfield, everybody picks up their blocks. And over the middle. And no flags. Touchdown Buckeyes. And now it's a tie game again. But here's the situation. We talked about this earlier. You got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left.
he launches one downfield wide open.
That's to Eric Tate.
And to Eric Tate wisely, he cuts upfield and finds his 5 yards plus battles his way all the way down to the 1.
He is a stud.
That's a great run right there.
Only the Buckeyes can do with that kind of weapons on offense, and it comes down to this. Well-executed drive,
Right.
let's say that.
This is for the win with 0 seconds left, or we go to overtime. Even closer.
25 yards, not 30. Kick is up. And it's good again. Buckeyes win.
0 seconds on the clock. Buckeyes take the win. And Mom, I'm sorry you weren't here to see it. All of you Buckeye fans that leave, never, ever leave a Buckeye game, even if they're down. This was the best comeback I have seen in years. What a game. What a game.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs, because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank. That's my bank.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Jeff Traylor Stadium and the opening game of the 2023 season. I'm Todd Robinson, joined tonight by the voice of the Buckeyes, Mr. Jeff Rash. And Jeff, we have got the game of the week to kick things off. We do not wait to get it cranked up. Here in the dog days of summer, the Buckeyes are squaring off against probably one of the top 2 to 3 teams in the state. Number 13, Jeremiah Noble, and number 11, Caden Tennyson at the quarterback position that are all juniors. they've really had to step up the last 2 weeks against outstanding competition, probably as good as they're going to see into December, into the playoffs. And managed to win last week. Now they're getting to Eric back.
Hand off to Henderson, left side, got some room in the end zone. 2 plays, and the Buckeyes score.
Well, you got to right now be thinking that the guys in white are rolling their eyes and saying, oh my gosh, here we go.
Up the middle, got a gas, touchdown.
Touchdown, Buckeyes. They answer back. How about that?
Why you still trying? I'm still shining. It's real blinding. And I'm getting out of tune. Talking top two, I'm not a two. Let the pressure bother you, and I do what I gotta do. Let's go home.
Hand off, right side. Look at this big gap, and he's going to score. Untouched, Will Henderson. Finding gaps, finding sinking. Buckeyes doing a great job of blocking downfield. And now we can start and phase the poetry. Dropping back inside to number 3 to Eric Tate. Down to the 5, first and goal from the 5.
The coldest of teams, they know we great on tries. They know in between, we go for these dreams in silence. Hard work, don't mistake it for magic. We been shooting in the gym. This is target and practice, yeah. And I'm just getting started, getting feet wet. It's all in repetition, ain't a secret. All facts, up black dress code. Pay me my respect.
Well, that was a keeper, and they just slammed him to the turf. The right side gets a good block. Headed to the end zone, score. Dropping back, launching one. Wide open, touchdown.
That's number 13, Jeremiah Noble.
Perfectly thrown ball.
Yeah, if he throws that pass to Eric,
they're going to dump it to Henderson. Out of the backfield, everybody picks up their blocks. And over the middle, and no flags.
Touchdown
Buckeyes. And now it's a tie game again. But here's the situation. We talked about this earlier. You got 6 minutes and 20 seconds left. And he launches one downfield wide open.
That's to Eric Tate.
And to Eric Tate wisely, he cuts upfield and finds his 5 yards plus. Battles his way all the way down to the 1.
He is a stud.
That's a great run right there.
Only the Buckeyes can do with that kind of weapons on offense, and it comes down to this: well-executed drive. Right. Let's say that.
This is for the win with 0 seconds left, or we go to overtime. Even closer.
25 yards, not 30. Kick is up. And it's good again. Buckeyes win. 0
seconds on the clock. Buckeyes take the win. And Mom, I'm sorry you weren't here to see it. All of you Buckeye fans that leave, never, ever leave a Buckeye game, even if they're down. This was the best comeback I have seen in years. What a game. What a game.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Longview, Texas, and the campus of Spring Hill High School, where your Gilmer Buckeyes get ready to take on the undefeated in-district Spring Hill Panthers. Currently in first place in the district, Spring Hill is open this season district-wise with 3 wins. However, those 3 wins are over Liberty, Ilo, North Lamar, and Pittsburgh, as they drew a schedule for district play, which saves the best teams for last, and that starts tonight for these Panthers as they take on the Buckeyes, who come into tonight's contest 2-1, having open district play against the 3rd ranked in the state Pleasant Grove Hawks. So this is a showdown for 2nd place in the district and the 2nd seed going into the playoffs, which definitely has its advantages. So we want to welcome you to tonight's game. The Buckeyes getting healthy tonight, coming off of a big win last week at home against North Lamar, where they played exceptionally well, and this season so far has really gone like expected. And the next 2 weeks, Spring Hill has the Buckeyes and then the Pleasant Grove Hawks, and the Buckeyes have Spring Hill and then Pittsburgh to end the district schedule, where we fully expect for the Buckeyes to finish 2nd in the district, and for them to have really the most advantageous playoff seeding in almost all of 4A in this tough Region 2 region that includes Carthage, Pleasant Grove, and Gilmer, probably the number 1, number 2, and number 3 teams in 4A Division 2 this season. So for the Buckeyes, Unfortunately, they are going to get the winner in the playoffs of Carthage versus Pleasant Grove, unlike last year where they had to play Pleasant Grove and then they had to play Carthage, and then Pleasant Grove got them the next week. So advantage Gilmer so far the way things stack up as they are finishing up senior week. I'm joined tonight by the voice of the Buckeyes, Mr. Jeff Rash. So we are back to full strength tonight on our broadcast team. We want to thank all of our sponsors. Thank of all the folks that have really supported us throughout this year. And I really think the best is yet to come for these Buckeyes. We want to send a special shout out to the fourth year in a row, I think 5th year in a row, that the Gilmer Buckeye Band has made the state finals. That's the top 5 bands in the state at Military Marching Band Contest. Also send a shout out to Spring Hill, who wound up placing 2nd out of those 5. Gilmer was 4th. I think Lindell finished 1st. Bullard, I think, finished 5th. And then, there was another band that finished 3rd, I believe. But Gilmer is a state finalist. That is something to be very, very proud of for the 5th year in a row. Congratulations to Eric Gray and his entire staff that does such a great job with the Buckeye Band. All the programs here in Gilmer, we really punch above our weight class. As we talked about the bands, that was 2 nights ago in Waco, Texas. Lindell Eagles put 223 members on the field. The Buckeyes put 96 kids on the field for the band. So we were really competing against a band that was 3-time state champions, but there's a reason for that because they had literally 2.5 times more members than the Buckeye Band did. So proud of those kids, so proud of that program that Mr. Gray has put together and Mr. Garman and their whole staff. We could not be prouder. As we come into tonight's game and get ready with a little bit cooler weather and playoff time, Mr. Rash, welcome back. I appreciate you coming and not sticking me by myself again next week.
I apologize, Todd, and thank you for covering for me. Last week I was out saving the penguins. That's my code for eating a corn dog with my wife on the square. So, I played hooky, I'm not going to lie. I knew you had it. I knew they were in good hands. Thank you for covering for me. I owe you one.
Well, we both owe several people several because the week before that I was halfway around the world and so are you, as we were both unplanned travel plans. So again, we appreciate all the Buckeye fans that are listening, and we very much look forward to what is to come here in this Buckeye season. We talked about this always 3 parts to the season. Part 1, pre-district, where the Buckeyes take on just 4A Division I and or 5A schools, really to prepare for this time of year. Open district with the number 3 ranked Pleasant Grove Hawks. That game was really probably closer than we thought. Quarterback got hurt in that game, but we will have another shot at Pleasant Grove and another shot then at the number 1 ranked Carthage Bulldogs. And all of them that are looking at things really truly understand that the Buckeyes are one of the top 3 teams in the state. This is the part of the season where they kind of get to really get their legs back under them. I expect the Buckeyes to score early and often tonight, and a real similar game to what we saw last week and what we'll see next week. As the Buckeyes enter the field in their Jordan orange pants, this is really a good look, Jeff. I really like this look with white jerseys and orange pants and the black flag. Onto the field tonight for the Buckeyes. They are excited. The Buckeyes are getting healthy. They are really taking some major steps, getting some young guys massive playing time and improvement, and we'll have 2 more weeks of this before the playoffs start, and once again the seeding could not be better for these Buckeyes. So I expect the Buckeyes for the 16th straight year to be playing at Thanksgiving and to really have a chance to go into the Final Four and even on to the state championship game. So we will have our school songs, and we'll take a quick commercial break and be right back with the coin flip and the opening kickoff right after this.
2-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzy and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, You get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs, because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank. That's my bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
And back to Spring Hill High School, where your captains are on the field flipping the coin as we speak. Once again, the Buckeyes in their orange pants, white tops, really a good look as it's kind of Coach York's taste there, discovering his Oklahoma State roots, as that is his background in the orange and black. Nike runs deep with Coach York and his family. As we call the flip, the Buckeyes win the toss. The Buckeyes are going to opt to receive, and they will receive the opening kickoff and go down. And once again, the Buckeyes opting to get out early. This was the same strategy that they used against Pleasant Grove and got a 3 and out, and it kind of backfired a little bit, but I think it's a little bit different here against Spring here tonight, opting to get up on the scoreboard quickly. Of course, first of all, they got to kick it to the dangerous return man, number 3, Tarek Tate, number 24 for the Buckeyes, the also dangerous Atavian Hector, and it is talent all over the field tonight. Really, Jeff, as we start tonight's game, Spring Hill's very well coached. They're very disciplined. They're 3-0 in district right now, but they really are not in the same athletic class as these Buckeyes. And I think a lot like last week, that's going to show up as this game is probably going to go a lot like last week went. Although the Buckeyes kicked off last week to the North Lamar Panthers, and the Panthers promptly went down the field and scored, and then the Buckeyes answered back and really did not look back. And so I kind of expect the same thing here this week, except for the Buckeyes opting to take the ball first. So let's see what happens as we pitch it over to the voice of the Buckeyes, Mr. Jeff Rash.
All right. When's the last time we saw Spring Hill 3-0 come out of district? So they're feeling good. They're going to onside kick it to the Buckeyes, and that's a big mistake, as Buckeyes are going to get that at the Spring Hill 40-yard line. Pretty gutsy move to start the game like that against that powerful Buckeye offense.
Yeah, you might as well, but just don't kick it to Brennan Webb, who's waiting out there, advances that all the way down to the 40, inside the 40-yard line of Spring Hill. So the Buckeye offense, Caden Tennyson all healthy again back there with all-world #1. The Tomahawk Will Henderson is starting off this game. And again, Jeff, look for the Buckeyes to score early and often here tonight.
All right, Buckeyes ended up with might as well win the coin flip after Spring Hill comes out with a gutsy move. And what that tells you right from the start is they know what they're up against tonight against the Buckeyes. They're going to throw it all out. What do you got to lose? You're going to see the kitchen sink tonight, folks. I promise you. Every play they've ever seen in the book, including wrong ball coach, might come out tonight with Spring Hill playing against the Buckeyes. Buckeyes starting great field position, the Spring Hill 40-yard line, motion out of the backfield. Tennyson, starting quarterback, fires across the middle. Intended receiver Brendan Webb throws it a little bit behind, falls incomplete.
Yeah, that's a read route, and I think Caden has to throw it around the linebacker there. Brings up 2nd and 10, is already in 4-down territory as Webb and number 13, Jeremiah Noble, are going to have to kind of back up a little bit to stay on sides. But plenty of weapons for the Buckeyes.
All right, handoff to Henderson, left side, upfield, breaks through some blocks. Nice open field tackle after a 15-yard gain. That'll be a first down for the Buckeyes.
Oh, and he is one step away from going to the house on that one. Great open field tackle there by number 12. Jaquez on the tackle, and that is a touchdown saver, but the Buckeyes knocking on the door of the red zone already.
All right, Buckeyes looking to get in the end zone early. Handoff, fakes the handoff, dumps a quick pass out to the 20-yard line. Again, thrown behind Webb, but he's able to reel that one in for a gain of about 5 yards. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Caden puts that one out in front of B. Webb. That one's going to be a big gainer as the Buckeyes, expecting with stacked box and light coverage, they're going to go to the air here and take what the defense gives them.
All right, Henderson in the backfield from the shotgun. Handoff to Henderson, right side.
What a cut.
Cuts back to the left, dodging tackles. Up the middle, down to the 6. They're going to spot it on the 7, and that'll be a 1st and goal for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, what you really love to see is those receivers blocking downfield. Seeing that in the coaches' meeting on Wednesday, the receivers for the Buckeyes just do a fabulous job being unselfish.
All right, here's the snap once again, left side. Henderson's going to be drugged down with a great defensive play by number 18 there for Spring Hill. Loss of yards for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, Tidwell from his outside safety position is coming on a run blitz, recognizes it early and just flares out to the side, cuts Will Henderson off before he can really get rolling. That's a little loss there for bring up 2nd and goal.
Caden Tennyson going fade route, overthrown. That one's thrown outside, and that is going to bring up 3rd and goal for the Buckeyes. That pass was intended for none other than Eric Tate, just out of reach.
And you know when you overthrow to Eric, you've done something, because that one sailed a little bit on Caden. Really kind of getting his feet back under him in his first start back since that injury against Pleasant Grove. Brings up 3rd and goal here. The Buckeyes really need to gain some yards to go for it on 4th down.
All right, here's the snap. Dropping back, looking to pass, pulls it down, decides to run, tucks it, runs out of bounds at the 7-yard line, which was the original line of scrimmage. So the Buckeyes are looking at 4th and goal from about the 7, and of course they're going to go for 3 here, it looks like.
Yeah, Payton comes in for the Buckeyes to take this chip shot, and they don't want to end this first drive with no points like they did last week. Caden just needs to kind of get his legs back under him. A little bit inaccurate, which tells me that front foot is just a little bit out of rhythm there. And that's something that as the game goes on, he'll get under control. But the Buckeyes a chance to score on their opening drive.
All right, here's the snap. Kick is up and right down the gut. And Buckeyes go up on what should have been their first defensive possession. They go up 3-0 over the Spring Hill Panthers. We'll take a break and be right back. Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon. All right, we are back in Spring Hill, Texas. Buckeyes 3, Spring Hill 0. After Spring Hill on the opening kickoff kicks an onside kick that the Buckeyes picked up and with good field position got 3 points out of that deal. And this was supposed to be our possession, but we're going to kick off instead to Gilbert. Wouldn't it be fun if we onside kicked right here?
I wouldn't doubt it, as Peyton can put it in different places. He's going to kick the green grass. 7-play drive for the Buckeyes, 3 runs, 4 passes. From 40 yards, Buckeyes pick up 28 and convert on the field goal and lead 3-0.
Pate's going to kick it way deep. Fair catch on the 5-yard line. Back there, so that is going to bring Spring Hill out. They didn't even want to try to get a run back out of that. And I tell you what, if it's my eyes are not deceiving me, Pate looks taller. They either have lifts in his shoes or he's literally growing during the football season. I mean, he really looks bigger.
He is. I saw them pregame, and obviously, you know, Jeff, you and I aren't the biggest dudes in the world.
Well,
so,
I identify as tall.
Yeah, when you're used to looking a kid in the eyes and suddenly you're looking at their Adam's apple, you notice that there's this magical thing called testosterone that lets these kids grow a little bit. Brennan Webb is the poster child for that.
Oh, yeah,
Brennan
he
Webb
shot
is 6
up,
feet
didn't he?
tall now. It's
Yeah.
crazy. It grew into his genes.
All right, 1st and 10 from the 25. Handoff up the gut. Got some room to run out to the 30. 5-yard gain for Spring Hill.
Young quarterback for Spring Hill, sophomore. They're excited about him, and he is good. But they've got a really, really talented running back over there, number 21, that we will see quite often for Spring Hill. And that is, well, I can't see the name on the program. It's so small, and my eyes are so bad, Jeff. But number 21 is a Hoss. And he picks up 5 yards on 1st down, gets 2nd and 5. That's where Spring Hill wants to stay, is the head of the chains.
All right, here's the snap. Drops back, quick pass, little out route. Good for the 1st down as he gets out around the 37-yard line.
Yeah, lots of ball control, move the chains, use the clock. That's exactly what Spring Hill wants to do. Try to hang around in this game. They know they're outmatched, to your point, Jeff. That's why you kick an onside kick to start the game. You want to try to steal a possession. But they will use all the play clock, try to limit the Buckeye touches here, therefore limit things on the scoreboard. But expect this Buckeye defense, especially that interior, to adjust to the running game.
All right, handoff up the middle. Quarterback keeps it, actually. Nice job there faking the handoff up the middle. And he picks up a nice 8 yards there.
Yeah, they run the old University of Texas Colt McCoy kind of zone read up front, Jeff. We saw it on film a whole lot. And the quarterback really does a good job making correct decisions and handling the ball very well. They don't turn it over. They don't fumble a whole lot. But when you take away the dive back, the quarterback will keep it and go to the pitch man, who is very talented. And that's exactly what you want to see. Their goal is to make 3.5 yards every single play. And as long as they're doing that, Jeff, they're going to call it success. Triple I option now here. Interesting. Mini shotgun.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff to the tailback this time up the middle. And he gets down to right at the 1st down marker. I think he's going to be just shy. That's going to be about a yard short.
Big Hagler, number 64 for the Buckeyes, loses his helmet on that play. Number 54. But Buckeyes opportunity here, 3rd down and 1.
Filling all the gaps down on that defensive line. So Spring Hill sees that and says, well, maybe we need to call an audible here. So they may or may not decide to run a dive here. They do, and the Buckeyes stuff it. I can't believe that
fumble there, Jeff.
I can't believe that they actually did that. We had every gap filled. I thought they were going to call some kind of an audible to the outside.
4th and 2 now for 4th and 3. Big stop by the Buckeyes, who are in cover 1. They're playing man-to-man on the outside, and it's going to force the Spring Hill Panthers to punt this football. as they are trusting the athletes here. You've got Jamar Bird on one corner. You've got Tarek Tate on another corner and Webb back deep at safety. One deep, one safety deep, cover one for the Buckeyes, man underneath, playing 8 guys in the box, and they are daring the Spring Hill Panthers to throw the football.
All right, and they fake it. Look at this. We told you that it was going to be one of those nights. They fake it, and it pays off big time as they pick up about 20 yards on that fake punt. And again, Gilmer needs to expect a whole lot of that tonight. Everything they've got in the playbook is coming out tonight. They open the game with an onside kick, a fake punt now. They know they're outmatched and they're not going to win this game unless they try everything they've got. And hey, it paid off there.
Absolutely. Good risk, good reward. About midfield, didn't lose a lot of field position, but picked up an extra possession.
Handoff up the middle. Defensive line does a good job of sucking that up. Limits him to about 1 yard, so that's going to be 2nd and 9 now into Buckeye territory. They're on the 37-yard line of the Buckeyes.
Jeff, when you see number 13, Jeremiah Noble, walk out to that outside linebacker position and not be in a cover 2 situation with 2 safeties. Now that's a passing down 2nd and 9, the defense adjusting, goes back to a cover 2 look with 2 receivers to the outside. Now let's see if they go back to the ground, and they do. Here's your reverse.
Yeah, here's a little trap play or reverse play to the right side, and it pays off a little bit. They get about 5, maybe 6, we'll call it 5 yards out of that one. 3rd and 4 now for Spring Hill.
You got to think, given the last fake punt from their own 44-yard line, this is probably 4-down territory right here. They're pulling a lot out of the stops.
Well,
they're going to go for it.
They should. Anything past the 40, they need to be going for it tonight, because what do you got to lose? Quick pass, out routes, 1st down, forced out of bounds.
Nice pass and catch there. That's just an out route to Allen. He is just running at 3 yards, plant his foot, goes straight to the sideline. Quarterback delivers the strike, and they pick up another 1st down. Knocking on the door of the red zone now is Spring Hill's doing what they wanted to do, which is keep the football away from Gilmer, possess the ball, and really get into a situation where they are controlling the clock and keeping the Buckeye offense off the field.
Morton was the defender there for the Buckeyes. Here's the snap. Quarterback rolls to his left, throwing across his body. Nice pass. Caught on the 15-yard line, and he's running to his left, sets up, throws across his body. Dangerous pass, actually, but they managed to convert all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, Bates, the outside linebacker there, almost got up and got enough depth to intercept that pass. Goes straight over his fingertips and falls in for a completion inside the red zone. 1st and 10 for Spring Hill at the Buckeye 15.
All right, they're trying to draw them off sides. 2nd and 1. They know they have to capitalize here. And short shotgun. Fakes the handoff. Pitches. Bad pitch, but what? A ball handler and a touchdown for Spring Hill. And wow, what a great job by the tailback to reach behind his head, basically grab the ball against his helmet and keep his composure to dodge tackles and get in the end zone.
That was a near disaster there. As once again, quarterback making the correct read on that option. It's the old Colt McCoy, University of Texas zone read with a pitch to the outside. Spring Hill does it very well, and the quarterback, young sophomore, with the extra point up and good. Spring Hill leads 7-3. Good decision making by the quarterback, but boy, an athletic play by the tailback to reach behind his head, as you said, Jeff. Catch that pitch, literally one-handed, gather it in, avoid 2 tacklers, and put it in the end zone. 7-3 Spring Hill. We'll be right back after these messages.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
Back to the action here After Spring Hill answers this opening scoring drive for the Buckeyes that ends in a field goal, Spring Hill mounts a 56-yard drive, 9 plays, eats over 5 minutes off the clock. We're at now 4:24 left in the first quarter. Spring Hill with a 7-3 lead, kicking back off to that Buckeye offense. And it is going to be a track meet evidently here, folks, as Spring Hill puts 7 on the board to take the first lead of the night.
All right, Buckeyes playing as though they're going to do an onside kick, I guess, all night, and they do another one. And it's fumbled around, but finally recovered there by the Buckeyes. I believe that was
Connor Dodd.
That was Connor Dodd. They, luckily for us, kicked it to a guy with great hands.
He's got Corey Seeger-esque hands to throw in the Ranger reference, who lead 2-0. And Jeff, all I can say is that if the Texas Rangers are in the World Series, I guess anything is possible. But we will take a 2-0 lead after 2.5 innings of play. And the Buckeyes back on the field, 60 yards away from pay dirt. Let's see if Caden can't kind of get his rhythm here from a passing standpoint as Spring Hill daring the Buckeyes to throw the ball.
All right, dropping back, looking to go long. Go route, number 3. And that's going to be a flag. Interference called against Spring Hill as Eric Tate goes up for the ball. You know, that looked clean to me from here, but I'm not down there.
Yeah, that was
It looked like a pretty good defensive play to me.
Yeah, that's a nice pass to Eric, doing a great job turning his body and using his body as a shield against the defender. So the defender, to your point, Jeff, is playing the ball.
He really had no choice.
But to Eric Tate just put him in a position where the only way he was going to get to the ball is to come through him.
I'm going to tell you, if that call would have gone against the Buckeyes, my feelings would have been hurt. I'm going to tell you right now.
We would have been dropping, for sure.
But, you know, when we watch film, we might say, oh, yeah, we didn't see what the ref saw, but it looked clean to me.
We'll take it, and more importantly,
take it.
That was a very nice pass from Caden Tennyson. He let that one go. That was right on the money.
15 yards, automatic first down. Here's the snap. Drops back, throws a short one. That was intended for number 6, Connor Dodd. And that's just thrown outside, and you can see that Caden hasn't quite got in his rhythm yet. His passes are not on the money. But as this game progresses, I think he'll tighten that up. 2 receivers wide to the right, 1 to the left, 1 back in the backfield. Here's the snap. Handoff. Henderson. Weaving through traffic, up the middle. Good for about 7 yards on the carry.
Yeah, nice job there by Henderson. Really making fantastic cuts. We all know how fast and athletic that the Tomahawk can be. But when he is starting and stopping on a dime like that, it's like tackling a parrot in a phone booth. He is one difficult guy to get a hold of, much less bring down. 3rd and short for the Buckeyes, inside at 40, 4-down territory.
Fumble on the play. Caden Tennyson picks it up and takes a big loss of about 12 yards. And that was just, I think it just slipped through his hands. I think that was ball handling, it looked like. I think the snap was clean, right?
Yeah, that hit him in the hands. Jared Pilcher has just done a fabulous job all year long. That was not really a bad snap as much as that is just a mishandled snap by Caden Tennyson, who's really had kind of a tough game so far here in the first quarter. 3:11 left, and the Buckeyes forced to punt it. A couple of open guys to start this drive that started with a PI call, pass interference that the Buckeyes benefited from, but nevertheless, 4th down now.
All right, Spring Hill coming aggressively after the punt. Buckeyes get off a good punt, takes a little bit of a Buckeye bounce. It's going to be down to around the 13-yard line, so that was a good punt there by Braden Pate. And Spring Hill has another opportunity with the ball. They're currently in front of the Buckeyes, 7-3, and the offense struggling a little bit early in the game here, working out some of those bugs, and Spring Hill looking to capitalize one more time.
Yeah, just kind of missed opportunities I think the Buckeye offense executes, but the Buckeye offense is quarterback driven. So it's really up to the quarterback to deliver strikes, and that's probably the 5th or 6th pass that Caden's just a little bit off on. Mechanically, I think he's just had some issues so far. We may see the return of the senior Jaden Edmond here on the next drive to see if the Buckeye offense can't get going.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff to the tailback. Big hole through the middle. And thank God for the referee who was in the way, because otherwise he'd still be running. Referee standing there, and the tailback ran right into him. Big gain there, first down for Spring Hill.
Yeah, and if the Buckeyes umpire there deep with the guy with the stripes on might as well have had orange pants on there, because he really made the stop, impeding the progress and forcing the back to change direction. To credit the umpire with the tackle there.
And pitch outside to the tailback. Buckeyes do a good job covering it. They're going to pick up about 3 yards, maybe 4 on the carry. We'll call it 3. That's going to be 2nd and 7.
Yeah, Bird from his cornerback position really doing a good job. But once again, Jeff, you see the quarterback, number 7, really doing a good job handling the football and making the right read in terms of that zone option. So there's always a dive back, always a pitch back, and he's always got the option to run the football. And he's just basically old option football, beer option. He's just reading first the defensive end if he crashes down, second the linebacker, and third the corner. So he is very astute at running that offense.
Handoff up the middle. Nope, quarterback keeps it, cuts back, and he's going to get dropped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a yard gain on that one. We'll call that 3rd and 5.
Very nice play out there by Jeremiah Noble from his offside corner as the quarterback hits the brakes and cuts back, and a great open field tackle there by junior Jeremiah Noble as he comes up and makes that stop, creates an opportunity for the Buckeyes here on 3rd down to get off the field. And critical that the Buckeyes do here. On 7-3 trailing with a minute left in the first quarter, the Buckeyes got a defense has to deliver to try to get their offense back clicking as they really had a hard time here in the first quarter.
All right, dropping back, looking to pass. Launches one down the sideline and
dropped.
What a great pass. It was right in the hands, and we were burned by about 2 yards. So that would have been a big gain there as Bird got behind the man. And lucky for the bucket. We've had some lucky breaks in this game so far.
That play right there, Jeff, Bird has got man-to-man coverage as we're in cover 1 there, and he's all by himself out there, and he ran right by him, as you said. And again, as you point out, Jeff, the Buckeyes very fortunate, and Spring Hill punting now. Buckeyes nobody deep. They're not going to fall for another fake punt here.
All right, get off a punt, and comes over here to the right side, takes a Spring Hill, big Spring Hill bounce. Wow, inside the 20, 18, 17-yard line. And so that was a great punt there by Spring Hill. Flips the field, and here comes that Buckeye offense to see if they can kind of get some rhythm.
Yeah, number 10, Jaden Edmonds, the senior who started the last 2 games as Caden Tennyson, normal starter as a junior, had been injured. And Coach Metzel deciding to go ahead and pull the trigger and put Edmonds back in to try to spark this Buckeye offense. They're daring the Buckeyes to throw the football, and right now Edmonds has been the more accurate quarterback.
Handoff up the middle. Number 1, Henderson, just mowing over people. Gets all the way out to the 26-yard line. He's going to be about 2 yards short of the first down. If we could just do that all night, that'd be great.
It'd be fabulous. We'll take 8 yards every play.
2 receivers wide right, 1 left. Motion, Bell. Drops back, flag on the play. That's going to be illegal procedure against the Buckeyes. They dump a quick pass out there, and look at that struggle for yards. Not going to matter because it may be offsides.
Yeah, and we're going to decline that. That is offsides against Spring Hill will be declined. We will take the first down and spot the ball all the way out to the 37-yard line. And you just follow number 0, Jeff. If you want to see where the ball's going, watch Aaron Bell. If he's in the game on offense, he's in select plays, but his ability to block downfield, as we saw Wednesday on the tape with the coaches show, he just destroys guys downfield blocking. He can also catch it and run. Just a dangerous athlete out there, number 0.
Here's the snap. Edmonds, his first pass of the night, launches one. Look at this, wide open, Tarek Tate, touchdown Buckeyes.
That is a strike. Jaden Edmonds just put it on the money, and pretty much any time that number 3, Tarek Tate, gets ready to run by you, there's not much that you're going to do about it. And the Buckeye offense has life as number 10, Jaden Edmonds, comes in and delivers an absolute bomb. That's about a 55 yards in the air, thrown perfectly to Eric Tate with his Division I future well in hand, and maybe even beyond that. He is a special athlete.
I mean, he never even had to pull
Never
up
broke
on stride. You literally couldn't have thrown a better pass. He hit him right on the numbers. During stride. That is the way it is designed. It's the way they draw it in the book right there. That was perfect. The extra point attempt is good, and Buckeyes are back on top. 10-7 here in Spring Hill. We'll be right back.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small. From business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
All right, we're back at Spring Hill. Buckeyes just scored on a beautiful pass. One of the prettiest passes I've seen all year, in fact.
Absolutely.
And that was the pass, Todd, that I talk about all the time. What do I always tell you I like to see Tate run? That post pass, right? That or banana route, whatever you want to call it, right across the middle. And Tennyson's been good about putting that one up all year long. But right there, Edmonds just throws a strike in the middle of his stride. He never slows down, right to the house. That is textbook.
Yeah, and I tell you what, most defensive coordinators against Eric Tate, they call that ball, oh my gosh. Because
listen, I've told Alan, I was like, literally, I would every single drive, I would throw that same pass, and we will get a touchdown at least one out of every third.
Absolutely.
I'm
or a pass interference like you saw before.
Yeah.
As to Eric Tate, folks, I got to tell you,
he's just hard to cover.
He is about as talented as we've had to wear orange and black, and I mean ever. And that's saying something. He is pound for pound an absolutely talented athlete, and there's all 200 pounds of him. He can play.
Buckeyes plant one down around the 16-yard line. Spring Hill returning down the left sideline. Gets a nice return out past the 30 to about the 31. So Spring Hill's going to come out. I tell you what, I'm impressed with Spring Hill right now, though. They are playing extremely well. Look how big that band is over there. The student section's rocking. I mean, they're over there with a lot of energy, a lot of spirit. They're excited about being 3-0 in district right now.
And they well should be. I mean, they have done what they're supposed to do, which is beat all three district opponents that put in front of them. Now, it's a little bit unfortunate that you got to play Gilmer and Pleasant Grove as your last two district games, but they come in here to try to compete for a district championship. They're playing like they're in first place. 10-7 with 11:53 left here to play in this first half, and they've got the ball. Nothing to be ashamed of so far for Spring Hill.
All right, quick pass. Number 1 falls incomplete. And that was some good defense right there. I believe that was Connor Dodd that come up and made that contact, that initial contact.
Yeah, Jeff, that's also a fumble because that was thrown behind the line of scrimmage. So looks incomplete, but that's going to be marked 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of what they're saying 4, so 2nd and 14 for Spring Hill. That is great reaction by the man-to-man defense for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, Connor Dodd does a good job coming up, laying the lick just immediately. As the ball gets delivered, he hits the receiver, forces the fumble. All right, 2 receivers wide right. Tight set. Handoff up the middle. Hard running little fullback they've got, and he is good for getting a few of those yards back. That was a 4-yard gain, brings up 3rd and 10.
Yeah, huge play there on first down to put them behind the chains as the Buckeyes now have another opportunity to get off the field to begin this second quarter. Flipping the field, heading south down this Spring Hill field. Spring Hill needs to move the chains.
All right, handoff once again to the fullback. This time, that was a bad read. Yeah, about a 1-yard gain. 4th and 9. Spring Hill's going to have to punt.
Yeah, to your point, Jeff, that read has been there all night for the quarterback, and he misread that. He handed the ball off straight into the arms of Big Hagler and Cameron Brown down there.
Why would you hand off why would you do a dive when you're 3rd and 10?
Yeah, and make 1 yard.
On your own 30-yard line.
Well, hopefully to set up a punt. As the Buckeyes have nobody back to receive, they're not going to fall for a fake punt anymore. They'll take their chances and just see where this one goes.
Okay, the punter, terrible punt by Spring Hill.
Wow.
He literally kicks it almost to the stands, And I mean, that ball went out of bounds. I guess it crossed the plane about midfield. So Buckeyes are going to have great field position here as Spring Hill just executes a very poor punt. Buckeyes are going to have it on the Spring Hill 47-yard line.
Wow. That is a net 13-yard gain, Jeff. That is a mistake by Spring Hill and a blessing for the Buckeyes, who come out white hot after that last 60-yard bomb there from Edmonds, the quarterback.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just don't come out and do it again. Watch number 7, Brandon Webb, dropping back. They're doing a fly route. They're doing it. It's dropped by number 3. That was a touchdown to Eric Tate. See, this is what I would do all night. I would just put the ball in the air to Eric or to Brandon Webb. I can't believe Eric just dropped that.
Yeah, he can't believe it either.
Yeah.
Because he thought, okay, I'm going to just keep running by you. And once again, Evans puts it right on the money. Certainly not on the quarterback. There's nothing he could do better than hit in stride once again to Eric Tate in the hands. He just wishes he had that one back.
All right, handoff, number 1, around the left side. Nice run there by Will Henderson. He's going to be close to the first down marker, just shy. Nope, he got out way before. They're calling him out with 5 yards.
Wow. Horrible spot, I thought. That's a 6-yard gain on the play. I thought he was all the way down.
I thought that was 9 yards.
Marker.
Yeah, I did too. We're getting old, Todd.
I guess so. Either that or Will Henderson's moving really fast and we can't see.
Let's blame it on that.
Let's blame it on that.
Yeah, the blur. All right, from the shotgun, Edmonds, the quarterback. 1 receiver left and right. Handoff up the middle, Henderson. Breaks one. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown Buckeyes.
Touchdown Buckeyes. What a job there by the offensive line. As they're coming on a blitz, Jeff. Both linebackers line up over the center in the A gaps. They're going to get pressure up the middle. Edmonds does not flinch. The tomahawk reads it at the line of scrimmage, makes one little jump cut, and hits the Jets, and nobody touches them. It is a long touchdown run by the Buckeyes to break this open to 16-7 with the extra point left to come.
All right, Braden Pate to attempt the extra point. And again, man, he looks like he's grown 3 or 4 inches.
He does. He has.
All right, there's the snap. Kick is up, and he's good for it. So Buckeyes, once again with a score after dropping the potential. You know, you realize that would have been, for Edmond, that would have been a touchdown pass, and his next pass a touchdown pass. Yeah. 17-7. Gilmer Buckeyes lead the Spring Hill Panthers. We'll be right back.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
All right, we are back, I think, to Spring Hill. And the Buckeyes just scored again. If you're just joining us, it is 17-3 as Edmonds has come in at quarterback and the Buckeyes have found their rhythm. And so Buckeyes are set to kick off now to Spring Hill.
Very much so. Last week it was kind of opposite. Edmonds started the game. Caden Tennessee came in the second half, did a great job. Tennessee came out, started this game, but really just couldn't find his rhythm. Spring Hill is daring the Buckeyes to throw the football, and after a couple of just inaccurate passes, Coach Metzel decides to go ahead and pull the trigger, put Edmonds back in, and boy, has he come up money as he hits a in stride, one of the most beautiful touchdown passes you've ever seen to stretch the lead out to 10-7 for the Buckeyes. Delivers another strike that to Eric Tate just wishes he had back and dropped. But the tomahawk, Will Henderson, takes it back for a touchdown. Now Buckeyes lead. There's the kickoff. Return comes out to about the 25-yard line where the Buckeye Black Flag defense will now try to protect its 17-7 lead with 10-13 left here to play in the first half. As the Buckeyes on these running downs, trying to stop this option, get extra men to the point of attack, playing cover one, which is one safety, two corners in a man-to-man coverage, and really saying we are not going to allow you, Spring Hill, to run the football. Very effective the last couple of drives at bottling it up and getting the Spring Hill Panthers behind the chains. Let's see if they can do that again here on this drive.
All right, here comes Spring Hill. Turns around, hands it off to the tailback. Right between the tackle and the guard, and that is going to be good for about 4 yards.
Once again, what Spring Hill wants to do is get 3.5 yards on every play, so that is a success for the Spring Hill Panthers on first down. Makes a huge difference between 2nd and 14 where they were last drive, Jeff, and 2nd down and 7 where they find themselves again. Once again, they got 20 seconds left on the play clock. They're going to use every bit of that. Now down 10 points. They'd like nothing more than to launch a really long drive and score and leave very little time on the clock in this first half for the Buckeyes.
All right, quick pitch out to the left side. Great tackle. Open field tackle there by number 22 for the Buckeyes.
Yeah,
that is Butler.
Yeah.
He has played well.
Trillian has played
he
so
has
well.
come on strong. And he is the guy that they like to put up there close because he will come up and he's a good tackler. He's in fact, Metzel said he's one of the best tacklers on the team.
Yeah, and they moved him from corner out to outside linebacker. And number 13, who was the sophomore defensive player of the year last year, Jeremiah Noble, to the other outside linebacker position, and you can see that paying dividends for the Buckeyes.
Well, you got to protect your corners. You got to protect the outside. Here's a long pass, and that is broken up and intercepted to number 7.
Oh my goodness!
That ball bounced off the defender. It was actually batted by number 7, Webb, and then as he's falling to the ground, he catches the football. That is incredible concentration and a turnover for the Buckeyes.
What a play there by Webb. That is about as athletic as you're going to see, as he not only has man-to-man coverage, covers that post route, as you said, Jeff, breaks it up and taps it. It hits the other hand of the outstretched hand of the receiver who pops it up. Webb falling to the ground, grabs it, and just like that, the Buckeyes have the ball again, 1st and 10 from the 49.
All right, here we go, Buckeyes. Edmonds at the helm. Here's the snap, dropping back, looking to pass, going long. Launches a bomb, overthrown, and it looked like to me Webb pulled up on that.
He did, yeah.
I think if he would have put a little bit more effort on that ball, I don't know if he's injured or what.
I think he just kind of had the wind knocked out of him a
think
little
he
bit
was
on that
gassed?
interception. Well, what happened is Jeremiah Noble comes up after the play's over and chest bumps him, and he goes straight to the ground. You can see that on the film tomorrow.
Handoff, Henderson, left side, finds a hole. Gets about 9 yards. No, I think Webb normally has the wheels to get under that pass. I don't think it was poorly thrown.
No, that was an excellent throw, but to your point, Webb was not moving as quickly as he normally does.
No, he pulled up. I think he could have got there. Handoff once again. Henderson dodging tackles up through the middle, and he will take another one to the house.
The funniest thing is the reaction from Tarek Tate. Tarek Tate is playing receiver all the way to this side. Obviously one of the most talented guys on the field. Tarek runs 3 yards, throws his block, sees number 1 just jot through the line, and just stops. He throws his head, touchdown.
Yeah,
this one's done.
We're done.
That's some confidence, folks. I tell you what, that is good to see when you've got confidence enough in your teammate where there's still 7 guys in front of you, and your teammate gives up on the play and throws up touchdown.
Yeah, once he hits the secondary, it's done. That's the second touchdown tonight for Henderson, and that extra point is good. So Buckeyes definitely finding their rhythm here as Edmonds has come in at the helm. Currently Gilmer 24, Spring Hill 7. We will be right back.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
All right, we're back to Spring Hill where the Gilmer Buckeyes now in a commanding lead 24-7 with 8:13 left to play in the first half.
51-yard drive there, Jeff. Only took 3 plays, and you hand it to number 1, and I'm with Eric Tate. Just throw up your hands. Touchdown once again for the Tomahawk.
All right, here's the kickoff. It's going to be a high pooch kick down the center, fielded around the 16-yard line. Return bounces in, well, he stays up the middle, right hash mark. Gets a nice return out past the 35 to the 37. So Spring Hill taking over with good field position. Let's see if they can get some momentum going on the offensive side of the ball. As the defense, these last 3 possessions have just, wow, yeah.
Stood up and figured out this running attack by Spring Hill. Basically by putting 8 guys in the box, and that's just because from a defensive back standpoint.
You're just filling every gap.
Yeah, they've been so good. You put 8 guys in the box and say, you're not going to run option football against me. So far, Spring Hill unable to go the air as Webb comes up with a big interception on that last possession. Cashes it in once again after a 3-play drive. Buckeyes lead 24-7 on the brink of blowing this one open.
All right, quick pitch, number 4, right side. Does a great job getting upfield 8 yards. And that you see that pitch right there, that play they ran, that just get that guy running from the start. Every millisecond counts. That's what I would love to see us do with Henderson. Just a turn and pitch it as fast as you can. Get him a good head start out there and just see what he can do on the outside. Anything with Henderson on the outside is just amazing.
It's not a bad play. So athletic, these Buckeyes. To Eric Tate, Will Henderson, Brennan Webb, just that 3-headed monster alone is scary enough. But there's 5
hand off to the fullback, and he does a good job getting the first down. It's a nice run there. I tell you, Spring Hill got 2 really good backs. Their fullback and their tailback, good athletes. They run hard.
Very much so.
You can see how they're 3-0 in district.
Yeah, 21-4, and you can see how much better they are than the teams that we've seen as mutual teams we've played against, like North Lamar, and how they match up very well with those teams. You can see why they're 3-0, but unfortunately, they're running up against the buzzsaw tonight with the Buckeyes.
Well, next week's no better for them. Handoff up the middle, and he is going to break this one and possibly could go all the way. No, he's going to be dragged down on the 4. And that was literally just a dive play that he cut back and found his way down the field, and I thought he was going to take it all the way to the house. I didn't see who drug him down, did you?
Easily, number 15.
So good field position here. 1st and goal from the 4. Fakes the handoff. Fumble on the play. Buckeyes have the ball.
Once again, that's Butler, number 22, coming from this outside linebacker position. They fumble the football, Jeff, and they squander a golden opportunity inside the 10. That's the right read. But, Jeff, remember 3 possessions ago, Spring Hill scored on that play because he made an athletic catch as a running back and was able to catch that behind his head and go score. That pitch was off, also pitched at his face. He drops that one. Trillian Butler's right there to recover that fumble, and the Buckeyes back in business. This is a stat padding drive right here, Jeff, because they are 92 yards away from pay dirt.
If you look down here on the sideline, you'll see number 22. He's got the belt. They get a turnover belt, just like a wrestler belt down there. He's got his belt. Buckeyes handoff. Will Henderson, look at this. He's taking another one to the house. Nobody will catch him. That's his 3rd touchdown right up the middle.
Did I say one play, 92 yards to the house? I can't even do that math, Jeff. That is something. That is a wind sprint for a world-class sprinter who basically shows you do not want to be in a foot race with me. It is not even close. The Tomahawk once again for his 3rd touchdown in this first half, stretching this lead to 30-7.
200 yards in the first half.
And so we get some fans that scream up to us, 200 yards for Will Henderson in the first half. And folks, there's still another half a quarter to play as the Tomahawk shows you why he is the fastest man in the state of Texas right there. 92 yards to the house and nobody touches him.
All right. Well, Pate getting a good workout tonight for extra point attempts. Here's the kick. It is up and good. So once again, Will Henderson, third touchdown of the night. This one 92 yards after the fumble, picked up by Butler. 31-27, Gilmer leads Spring Hill. We'll be right back.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
All right, we are back. Spring Hill, Texas. Gilmer Buckeyes lead 31-7 as the offense found their stride with Edmonds. And also, if you're a Ranger fan, they are now tied 3-3 with Arizona Diamondbacks.
Well, let's hope that Big Nathan Navaldi has given up all he's going to give up. He has had his one bad inning, and the Texas Rangers doing what they do and piling on the runs as they've got the opposing pitcher kind of on the ropes after 60-plus pitches. Let's see if the Rangers can mount a mid-game scoring spree here and outscore this in Game 1 of the World Series. In the meantime, the Buckeyes doing exactly that, putting on a scoring clinic here, half of 60 already, and there's still a lot of time to play in this half.
High pooch kick, going to be fielded on about the 16-yard line. Coming up the middle, bounces out to the right side. Buckeyes do a good job covering it, and that is, guess who? Butler.
He is a stud now, and Coach Metzel.
He likes to hit people.
Yes, he does.
I mean, he really does.
Very physical.
15 with like a two-step.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
Payton's got a strong
Eric's
leg.
talking about Braden Pate stepping up with 2 steps and kicked it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
In the coaching luncheon on Wednesday, I specifically asked Alan a question about that weapon and Pate and really what he has turned it into. He's getting reminiscent of Luke Turner in terms of the strength that's in his leg. And as you said, I think he's grew 6 inches since last week when I saw him last.
Fumble around with the ball. Quarterback's going to get sacked on the 20. And he's lucky he didn't lose that one. He looked like he was juggling footballs down there.
Yeah, 2nd and 14, as that was just a snap that he mishandled. Has not happened a lot this season. At least we hadn't seen it on film. But that is not where the Spring Hill Panthers want to be, behind the chains. 2nd and 14 once again. 5:50 left and counting. Buckeyes have all 3 timeouts left. Don't be surprised, Jeff, if we see maybe 40-something points on the board here by the Buckeyes. Half of 80 in the first half is within reach for these Buckeyes.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff. No, pitch to a different tailback this time. Coming out of the backfield, and he gains about 3 yards, gets back to the original line of scrimmage. It is 3rd and 10. Now, earlier, when they had 3rd and 9, they ran a dive play. Let's see if they do something like that again. It tells me they don't have a lot of options if they do.
Yeah, and the Buckeyes have, on special teams, have just said to heck with it. We're expecting a fake punt every punt.
Yeah.
They're not even putting the guy back deep. And so far, Spring Hill, when they have punted the football, has proven that that's a good choice because he kicks it to the band. So
well, let's see if they go in the air here, 3rd and 10. They're not set up for an option, but they drop back, looking to pass. Got a man. Great defense by number 4, Bird. He jumps up in the air and bats that one away. That was a well-thrown ball, and Bird just makes a great athletic move. You remember, in Liberty Ilo, he made a move very similar to that, and then got a 15-yard penalty behind it after he got it. And I teased him at the All-Service Club luncheon during the I recognized him and said, hey, it's Bird's birthday. He had a touchdown last week. And, did they call, was there a flag on this?
Oh, come on.
Did they just mark 15 off?
They certainly did, and I'm not sure why.
Well, that was a great defensive play.
After the penalty, the Panthers have it 1st down and 10.
Okay, 1st and 10. I sure didn't see that, but I didn't see the last one either they called. So that makes us even, and we'll take what we get here. Setting up for an option. Handoff, fullback up the middle, and man, look at this guy. He just finds holes, and we've got to figure out how to close that gap because he has done that multiple times tonight. That was a long run right up the middle. 1st down, Spring Hill out at the 48-yard line.
Caden Tennyson in on that tackle, but not before they pick up a first down. But I thought the Buckeyes had him stopped dead to rights after a fabulous play from Bird. It turned into some penalty that we did not see. And Spring Hill still has the football, milking the clock down now under 5 minutes.
All right, here's the snap. Option, they pitch it. Number 4, he has stood up, somehow manages to get back to the line of scrimmage at least. He nearly got set about 4 yards deep.
Connor Dodd just grabbed him straight out of the air and just held him straight up. Jeremiah Noble out there from his outside linebacker position. And Jeff, where the Buckeyes have had a really hard time stopping the run, you see Coach Tommy Edwards, at least for the Spring Hill game, going to cover 1, playing man-to-man with the big athletes on the outside, Bird, Tate. You see a lot of talent on the outside athletically, trying to keep them contained to give 8 guys for the Buckeyes to stop the run.
All right, handoff, fullback, does it again. Big gain, spinning, juking, dragging people, and I mean, I think he got the first down. I mean, that dive play, they are really either blocking that extremely well up front, or somebody's not following an assignment and crashing down to fill that gap. So,
yeah, that is a good job by the guard and the tackle, block down, kick out, to your point, to open that dive up.
All right, setting up for running another option. They've got that fullback and tailback.
Such a weird setup, Jeff. They're shotgun from 2 yards deep.
I know, it
just
is so weird.
Looking thing.
They're not under center. They're short shotgun. It's kind of odd. And he breaks through there and picks up another couple. And this time, I think he's met by, was that Bell?
That's number 0. Yeah, the black hole down there swallowed up the ball carrier for just the number, maybe 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and 8. And the Buckeye defense with 2:42 left really needs to stand up here. Let's see in this drive right here, Jeff, if the Buckeyes hold where the Coach Metzel decides to use the timeout and get the ball back here, or he's just content to take a 31-7 lead in at halftime.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff to the fullback. He dives forward for a gain of maybe a couple.
Coach Metzel looking at the situation, 3rd and 6, and reading his mind from up here. He's thinking, hey, 2 minutes left. Do I save all 3 timeouts just for one shot here, or are they going to go for it on 4th down? But, Jeff, you can absolutely expect for number 1, Spring Hill to use all the time with the 25 seconds left on the play clock here to get this down to about a minute. And
well, we only need about 4 seconds to get up, get a pass.
To score.
I can tell you what we're going to run when we get the ball.
Yeah, how about Eric Tate? You run as fast as you can. Mr. Edmonds, you throw it as far as you can. Let's see where things land.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
They're going to take a timeout here with 6 minutes left. Good coaching job by Spring Hill.
Yeah, they are. They're using up the clock. They don't want to give the Buckeyes any time. 1:31 left on the clock here tonight. And again, if you're joining us late, Spring Hill is actually 3-0 in district so far. But their last 2 games, unfortunately, are the Gilmer Buckeyes and the Pleasant Grove Hawks.
So that's honestly, let's talk about this since we're keeping it here, Jeff. The top 3 teams in 4A Division II in the state reside in our region. That is Pleasant Grove, Carthage, and the Gilmer Buckeyes. I think the Buckeyes are more physically talented, not as big as Pleasant Grove, but more physically talented at the skill positions. Unfortunately, in Gilmer, with the first game of the season, the Buckeyes come out a little flat, and really they're 4 or 5 big plays away that just have things go wrong with them. Pleasant Grove is not built to play from behind. We let them get out in front of us by a couple of touchdowns, and then we had to play catch up. And then we got Caden Tennyson hurt, and we really kind of said, hey, let's live to fight another day. Carthage is a lot like that, except they're more sound defensively than Pleasant Grove. The good news is that Carthage got to play Pleasant Grove before we got to face either one of them. That is the advantage of being the 2nd place team in this district. That is what the Buckeyes are fighting for here next week, back home against Pittsburgh, to see if they can claim that 2nd seed spot. Right now, it's the Panthers sitting on top, but Buckeyes on top of the scoreboard.
All right, they're going to do a quick pass. Number 2, batted down. I believe number 16, Lofton, got a hand on that. and
Stops
knocked
the
it
clock,
down.
Jeff. Saves Coach Metzel the timeout for 4th down as they decide to go to the air, and that's the bad problem if you're Spring Hill. When you throw it and it's an incomplete pass, the clock stops. You've gifted the Buckeyes a timeout. Now it's 4th down. They're going to have to go for it and find a way to convert 6 yards here. Likely they're going to go for it again in terms of putting it in the air. If that's incomplete, now the Buckeyes pick up the ball 1st and 10 from the 37 with plenty of time and all 3 timeouts to take this out to a 38 or 39-7 lead going into halftime. This is a huge play right here for Spring Hill to stay in this game.
All right, looks like Spring Hill's going to take another timeout, and as they do, we'll go to timeout too. We'll be right back with the conclusion of the first half.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs, because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank. That's my bank.
Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
All right, we're back, Spring Hill, Texas, and Spring Hill now handing the ball over to the Buckeyes with 1:28. Well, not yet. They've got. They're going to run one more play. And I don't know if they'll drop back and do a quick kick or something to try to pin
Jeff,
them. Or
this is, as you said at the top of the show, from the onside kick to open the game. This is kitchen sink time right here. Whatever Spring Hill has got up their sleeve, you're going to see it. Right here on 4th down and 6, they need the 31-yard line of the Buckeyes for a 1st down.
All right, Spring Hill set up. Don't look like they're going to pass, but they are. Drop back, heavy pressure, forced out of the pocket, and we got a flag on the play. So where he threw it,
holding.
It would be holding, typically.
And it's not going to matter as we're going to decline that.
Yeah, it's holding.
And we're going to take the ball there. And the Buckeyes are going to save a timeout and have a minute and 22 seconds left. Buckeyes football with an opportunity here in the minute and 22 left. And once again, Jeff, as you say, the favorite play in the playbook. Let's see if we can split out number 3 and just have him go get it like a Frisbee dog. Throw it up and let him go get it, or anything with number 1 in space, to your point. As Will Henderson, with over 200 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half alone, is standing back there. Dangerous as the fastest man on not just this, but any high school football field, pretty much anywhere in the United States. It is an embarrassment of riches in terms of speed and athleticism for these Buckeyes.
All right, from the shotgun, Edmonds, he's in the backfield by himself. They're going to do a little quick pass. Number 1, down the sideline and out of bounds after picking up the 1st down.
Now that is high football IQ from Will Henderson, because I promise you, if I had all that speed, I wouldn't run out of bounds. He takes the one for the team, steps out of bounds, stops the clock with 1:15, lives to fight another day. 1st and 10 Buckeyes from their own 49.
All right, let's see what the Buckeyes have in store here. Here's the snap, drops back, looking to pass, out route. And look at this.
Nice.
Look at him using the sideline. Number 3 to Eric Tate. 9-yard gain and stops the clock once again. Not even having to use a timeout at this point. 1:10 seconds left. Gilmer leads 31-7, trying to get one more score. So far, great execution to stop the clock twice, using the sideline to their advantage. Dropping back, going across the middle, overthrown. His pass was intended to Tate. Tate took a shot there.
Stops the clock.
Number 3, Tate.
As that one is just a little bit high, but Edmonds has been very, very impressive throwing the football. Once again, he is executing this 2-minute drive right here. You get the feeling that this is kind of Edmonds' moment to take over at the quarterback
Well, this
spot.
will be a handoff here with 3rd and 1. And watch out, he may take this to the house. Up the middle he goes and gets the 1st down. So Gilmer's going to use their first timeout here in the half. That'll stop the clock with 1 minute.
Left. Excellent time management here as Edmonds really, as a senior, putting on a clinic here as he's come in at the quarterback position and really executed well. You can tell that the offense is very much in flow, clicking, being able to get the ball to their really talented individual athletes. And as you said, Jeff, earlier, when that 92-yard touchdown from Will Henderson, it's kind of not fair in terms of the athleticism that one side has against the other. But it's these types of moments, understanding we got 3 timeouts. This drive started with 1:22 left. We were basically, let's call it 65 yards away. We've now cut that in half. It's only a minute left. We've still got 2 timeouts, and great execution by the Buckeye offense, running pass plays to the sidelines. Excellent high football IQ from Will Henderson, stepping out of bounds from Tarek Tate, making the NFL catch 2 feet down, and just executing very well. Looking up at the scoreboard, calm, cool, and collected. A minute left, 2 timeouts. To your point, I don't think it's going to be another 3 plays before the Buckeyes score again.
All right, 2 receivers wide right, 2 left, 1 back. Edmondson in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Dropping back, got lots of receivers out there. Number 7, touchdown Buckeyes.
What a look from
That was
Edmonds.
a great pass.
And what a great pickup by Will Henderson, who steps up and picks up the blitzing receiver and absolutely stonewalls that linebacker, giving Edmonds enough time to just loft that ball gently right over the outstretched hands of the safety. Webb hauls it in, touchdown Buckeyes. I was off by 2 plays. I said it would take 3, it took 1. Touchdown.
It's like you've never even watched Buckeye
I'm
football.
telling you, it is flashbacks all around. But when you've got a great trigger man like Edmonds has been, it is not difficult. Pate on once again for the extra point. Kick is up, and it is good, and the Buckeyes stretch it out to 38-7. Jeff, that drive started 64 yards away with 1:22 left. 54 seconds now. And the Buckeyes left kind of too much time. I mean, they didn't use 2 timeouts that they had in their pocket if they needed it, and they didn't lose 54 seconds off the clock that they had if in case they needed it. Nothing necessary here.
That was literally textbook.
Clinic.
Textbook.
Absolute
You used the
clinic.
sideline, got out of bounds, got your first down. Incomplete pass across the middle, and then boom, pumps it to the end zone. 5 plays in the end zone. I know he put touch on it, did he? I mean, just the right amount of touch.
Great throw by Edmonds there.
I tell you what, isn't it amazing though? We were talking about this during the commercial. Edmonds, has been on the sideline. I mean, you got all that talent, all that potential just sitting there, and obviously because Tennyson's very talented as well, but undiscovered talent kind of sitting there. And I've been really impressed with that young man.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, Jeff, these last 2 quarters, he's played lights out. I mean, it is lights out, all-world kind of performance. And that last touch pass to Webb for a touchdown just shows you how confident he is in letting things go. 54 seconds left here. Let's see what Spring Hill can do to mount any kind of challenge.
They're going to call a fair catch.
I would too.
On the 7, so they'll bring that out to the 25 and try to get something done in the next 54 seconds. It's been a good ball game, entertaining ball game tonight. Clean ball game, not a lot of penalties.
Right.
I love it when the referees let the boys play. They're not nitpicking and calling every little thing. I think the refs have done a great job this first half. I didn't agree with either of the 2 interferences, but one was in our favor, and wasn't. I didn't think either one of them were, but I'm not down there. So these guys doing a great job for us tonight. Handoff up the middle, and a good, strong 6-yard run there by the fullback.
Coach Metzel happy to let this clock run down to 40 seconds now. Spring Hill only needs to snap it 1 more time if they want to.
Stop by number 32, Braden Pate for the Buckeyes.
Braden Pate in on the tackle as he does everything. Right now he's playing linebacker. And Jeff, I got to tell you, his pants don't even fit right. I mean, his pants are now 2 inches above his knees. He's grown.
I'm telling you, he's grown. Handoff again up the middle.
Wow.
Dive. So Spring Hill's basically saying we're done for the half.
Yeah.
And they weren't going to risk another interception.
Well, I tell you what.
And that is going to be the end of the first half of play. Gilmer leads 38-7. Stick around. Our band goes first. And this is Battle of the Bands tonight because you got 2 state qualifying bands. One's number 2, one's number 4. We got 2 great bands and drill teams for you, so stick around and watch the halftime action.
Go Rangers.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
My test run is over.
It's done.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the Redmond Gilmer High School Stars Drill Team, led by Don Lane and Taylor Murphy. Officers from left to right are Megan Angelo, Senior, Cynthia Ward, Senior, Tina Fabio, Junior, Jody Dixon, Senior, Caroline Jordan, Senior. Star of the week is Ian Westerman. The Stars perform a streaming routine to Love Runs Out. Stand up and cheer for the Buckeyes as they stars kick to the sideball. Ladies and gentlemen, Gilmer School District is proud to present one of the most decorated military marching bands in Texas, the pride of Upshur County, the UIL state finalist, Gilmer Buckeye Band. And now we feature the DHS Majorettes as they perform a tour routine to Born This Way. The Gilmer Band Majorettes. The Buckeye Band is proud to march in the traditional American military style under the field command of drum majors Mia Stowe and Aubrey Dillon. The band steps off to Declaration Fanfare by Larry Ward, the University of North Dakota and the New Corn Palace by Carl King, Joyce's 71st New York Regiment March by Boyer, Anchor's Array, arranged by Larry Ward, and The Pride of the Marines by John Philip Sousa.
No.
Full-time U.S. State finalist, Gilmer Band. The Gilmer National Bands are
Aaron Bell, senior, fullback, middle linebacker. Will Henderson, senior, running back and quarterback.
Elias Castillo, senior, inside linebacker, fullback.
Jamar Bird, 2024, receiver and corner. Hey, let's get it.
Terry Tate, senior, wide receiver and DB.
Damari Hackett, senior, number 5. Hey, we are here.
Connor Dodd, senior, wide receiver and safety. Brendan Webb, junior, receiver, DB.
Alex Sims, junior, running back, outside linebacker.
Jaden Edmond, senior, quarterback, free safety.
Caden Tennyson, class of 2025, quarterback.
Taj Manson, junior, receiver, DB.
Jeremiah Noble, junior, outside linebacker, receiver.
Dervay Smith, senior, running back and outside linebacker.
Micah Easley, junior, wide receiver, safety. Let's roll it.
Harrison Lofton, senior, outside linebacker, hooker.
Grayson Bates, fullback, inside linebacker.
Jordan Escalante, junior, quarterback, outside backer. Bentley Schreiner, receiver in the corner.
Will Gross, senior, inside receiver, cornerback. Go Bucks.
Amari Morton, junior, receiver DB.
Jason Merrill, junior, running back, outside linebacker. Latavian Prom Hector, sophomore, running back, and safety.
Kobe Webb, senior, receiver, outside backer.
Devin McDonald, sophomore, middle linebacker, fullback.
Adrian Jimerson, junior, running back, corner.
Nick Zimmerman, senior, fullback, linebacker.
Luke Hollyfield, senior, fullback, middle linebacker.
Mason Denton, junior, middle linebacker and fullback.
Braden Pate, junior, outside linebacker.
Jerry Dean, junior, middle linebacker.
Nehemiah Henderson, senior, inside linebacker, fullback. Lego Diaz, senior, fullback, inside linebacker.
I'm senior, Duhai, junior, running back, corner.
Noah Connets, junior, wide receiver, cornerback.
Max Walker, junior, wide receiver, safety.
Cameron Brown, senior, D-line.
Hudson Wynn, junior, D-line.
Jeff Bates, sophomore, offensive line, defensive line.
Justin Jones, senior, inside backer and wide receiver.
Griffin Hill, senior, defensive end and tight end.
Tyler Hagler, sophomore, O-line, D-line.
Ezekiel Aguilar, senior, O-line, D-line.
Justin Anderson, offensive line, defensive line.
Alex again, junior, O-line, D-line.
Ryan Andrews, junior, O-line, D-line.
Senior, Sean Wallace, offensive line, D-line, number 55.
Nathan McVicker, O-line, D-line, sophomore.
Aiden Summers, O-line, D-line, junior, 2025.
Spencer Murphy, senior, O-line, D-line.
Chance Walker, sophomore, O-line, D-line.
My name is Terrence Wahim. I'm a junior. I play offensive line and defensive line.
Felipe Rocha, I'm a junior. I play offensive line and defensive line.
Hunter Burney, O-line, D-line, I'm a junior.
Lucas Cano, junior, O-line, D-line.
My name is Fernando Delgado, I'm a junior, and I play D-line.
Jeremy Pilcher, senior, offensive line.
Logan Thornley, I'm a junior. I play inside receiver and outside linebacker.
And back here to the Juicy's halftime show where your Gilmer Buckeyes lead the Spring Hill Panthers 38-7. Want to send a special shout out to the award-winning sweepstakes winning, most decorated bands in all of the state of Texas, the Gilmer High School Buckeye Band. As for the 5th straight year, they made the finals. That's the top 5 bands in the state in the UIL marching contest just last week. So we absolutely want to send a shout out to Mr. Gray, Mr. Garman, and what they've been able to do here in the last 5 years. We're going to take a quick commercial break as we continue our halftime show with some statistics and come back right after this.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
And back here to Spring Hill, where once again your Buckeyes have a commanding lead, 38-7 here at the Juicy's halftime, as the Spring Hill band is now on the field. We have, thanks to the guru on the stats, Mr. Joe Dodd and Coach Rob, we've got some very, very accurate stats through the first half, and these are pretty impressive, folks. The Buckeyes, 13 rushes, 228 yards, 3 touchdowns. Will Henderson has 11 carries. Himself, he's got 233 yards and all 3 touchdowns. The Spring Hill running back, Julius Hawkins, also has 15 carries for 110 yards, so nothing to be embarrassed about there in that first half. But listen to some of these statistics, folks. The Buckeyes, 6 of 12 in their passing. 6 of 8 is Mr. Jaden for 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. Spring Hill, 3 of 7 for 25 yards and an interception. They've got 2 turnovers on the half. Total offense for the Buckeyes, 362 yards on 25 plays. Spring Hill has run 37 plays for only half that much, 189 yards. Penalties for the Buckeyes, very clean half, 1 for 10. Spring Hill also only 1 for 15. Time of possession, 5:40 for the Buckeyes out of 24 minutes in that first half. 18-20 for Spring Hill. They have possessed the ball, but they've got 2 turnovers. The big kicker for the Buckeyes, some of these old school Gilmer Buckeye stats. Gilmer in the first half has 2 possessions that have resulted in a field goal and a punt. The next 5 possessions resulted in 5 straight touchdowns. Not a single drive lasted a minute. The first drive, 46 seconds. The next drive, 18 seconds. The next drive, 31 seconds. The next drive, 1 play, 12 seconds, 92 yards, and a touchdown for Will Henderson. Next drive, 28 seconds. The offense, folks, the last 5 possessions is clicking as Buckeyes of old in terms of absolutely setting the world on fire. And I tell you what, the number 10, Jaden Edmond, the senior, coming in to spell the starter, Caden Tennyson, has really put on a clinic and brought this Buckeye offense to life. They put up 38 big points and really taken a commanding lead here in the first half. So as suspected, the Buckeyes scoring early and often, having an opportunity to put pretty much as many points on the board tonight as they want. We may even see a running clock in the second half, but the Buckeyes have things well in hand, and looking forward to coming out in this second half and keeping things rolling. But for now, we will take another quick break and come back with the end of the Juicy's halftime show right after this.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small, from business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams, lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank. That's my bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Farmers Insurance, we've seen almost everything, so we know how to cover almost anything, even a rock and wreck. Yeah! He rocked and rolled right into it, but we covered it. At Farmers, we know a thing or two because we've seen a thing or two.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
When tragedy strikes, you don't want to be in a position where you're second guessing your lawyer's ability or the resolve to get you fairly compensated. When you hire Godarzi & Young, you know you're hiring a law firm that has nationally ranked settlements and verdicts. We have over 2 decades of experience holding 18-wheeler companies accountable for their negligent action. Don't make the mistake of hiring anybody else. Hire the best. Hire Godarzi & Young.
Do you enjoy watching your favorite TV programs on your smartphone or tablet? Or maybe you'd rather watch them on your Roku or Amazon Fire TV. Tired of having to change your TV input from your old traditional cable to watch your favorite streaming apps? If so, we have great news for you. eTex is making the move to streaming and has launched a new app. eTex TV allows you to watch over 130 channels in full HD on your streaming or mobile devices. This means you can simply download the eTex TV app, subscribe, and start watching. With all your favorite functions like DVR and Pause Live TV, and new features like Restart TV. To learn more, visit www.etex.net or contact a customer service rep at 903-797-HELP. That's 903-797-4357.
Texas Heritage National Bank would like to invite the Buckeye Nation to visit our new full-service bank in Gilmer. We are conveniently located on Highway 271 and Redbud Street with a brand new facility ready to serve our friends and neighbors. We offer competitive rates on all of our deposit products, as well as some great options for business financing to help your business grow from 5 employees to 500 employees. Texas Heritage National Bank would also like to take this time to thank all of the teachers, administration, and school board for investing in the future of our kiddos. We would also like to wish all of the student athletes a wonderful and safe year. Come see us soon.
It's gonna be alright. How can you tell? I feel it in my heart. It's gonna be okay.
Juicy's Burgers, serving you for over 40 years.
To another day. It's gonna be alright.
At First National Bank, together we're better. We're a regional bank, big enough for all of East Texas, that cares and is invested in the people and communities we serve. With the strength and services to meet the needs of every customer, big or small, from business financing for big companies and small mom and pops to our family of personal banking customers. First National Bank of East Texas. Together, we're better. And we think that's kind of a big deal.
Please join Jeff Rash and Alan Metzel each Monday morning for the Gilmer Buckeyes Coaches Show. Every week, Jeff and Alan discuss elements of the program, speak with special guests, give player updates, review key plays from the prior week, and give insights on the opponent for the current week. As a fan, this is your chance to go into the locker room and behind the scenes. To view the Coaches Show, go to GilmerBuckeyes.com and click on the Coaches Show button. Go Buckeyes!
And back to the Juicy's halftime show as I'm joined again by Jeff Rash. And Jeff, I just got to ask you a question. When's the last time that you remember seeing down on the paper the last 5 possessions that the Buckeyes have had offensively? 5 touchdowns, not a single drive longer than a minute. 46 seconds, 18 seconds, 31 seconds, 12 seconds, 28 seconds. 5 minutes and 40 seconds of possession, but 38 big points on the board.
Well, it was 2009.
Yeah, and a guy named Stump Godfrey leading the charge.
Yeah. I tell you, Edmonds came into the game, late in the first quarter, and just the momentum just shifted.
Everything shifted.
It really did. And you got to give kudos to him for coming in. He was throwing some strikes, and it seems like the whole team kind of just came alive. And so he really performed well. Now let's see if he can put together 2 halves. He's got to come out and show he can do that again, but he's done pretty well this year in every game he's played in.
Yeah, gotten better and better and better. But Jeff, these last 5 drives, clinic. I mean, an absolute clinic.
Oh, well, he's going to enjoy film on Monday for sure,
yeah,
or Saturday.
And that led off with that pass, absolutely one of the most beautiful passes we've seen in recent years.
Yeah.
Hit an absolute 56-yard strike right in stride to Eric Tate. And as long as you can put that on film, it's going to cause some sleepless hours for defensive coordinators in the playoffs.
All right, here's the kickoff to open the second half. It's going to be a wobbly kick all the way through the back of the end zone, and so that's going to come back out to the 25-yard line. Spring Hill's going to see if they can't get something together. The Buckeyes defense pretty much, shutting them down after that first touchdown.
Well, I got to say, Jeff, I'm not sure what is being served in the Pate household in terms of eating.
I'm telling you, look at him. I know.
There's some fertilizer in there somewhere because that boy.
He literally looks 3 inches taller. I'm not exaggerating.
His pants are too short.
Yeah. I mean that's
it is
funny.
obvious.
That's like 2 weeks ago he was, that's crazy. It's fun to watch these boys grow up. We've watched them since they were tiny. Hand off to the tailback, immediately wrapped up. Great job there by number 53 for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, Jeff, that is the big Alex Guillen, the junior, that comes up to make that tackle from his defensive back standpoint. Now, Jeff, important to note that on that last play, the Buckeyes were in cover 2. So 2 safeties deep on that last play. We're now in long situations. The Buckeyes have switched back to a cover 1 with Webb back at safety individually. So 1 man in the safety position. And these Buckeyes with 8 men in the box are going to stop the run.
All right, handoff up the middle, quarterback, and look at this. Buckeyes tired of that fullback, and they drop him for a loss. He got maybe lost a yard on that one. He's going to be 3rd and maybe 11. And did you notice who's playing man-to-man out here on this bottom of your screen? Henderson.
Yeah.
And it,
run by
at
me,
corner.
how dare you.
Yeah. I don't know. You got Tarek Tate on one side. You got Brandon Webb over the top, and you got Henderson out here on the outside. And so what you're going to see is a bunch of subs, obviously I think on the offensive side. When we get there, we're going to let a lot of kids play tonight. Hand off to the tailback, and look at this. They drive him back for a loss. So Buckeyes defense made some adjustments clearly, and they are just shutting down that run for
I got to tell you, Jeff,
Spring Hill.
I like this look in terms of the personnel. Obviously, the Buckeyes with wholesale changes now coming in it because we've got so many kids that play. We've got literally 25 kids that play defense, 40 snaps. That's the magic of what we do because we prepare for a 15-game season every year. But that cover 1 look, now we're in man-to-man all over the field with the spread offense. Let's see what happens here as we go back to a pass defense.
All right. He barely got off that punt. And it takes a nice bounce there for Spring Hill, and that's going to put the Buckeyes back at the 38-yard line, their own 38-yard line. So let's see what kind of offensive set we have here as the offensive units come out. Will Henderson is on the field. Now Caden Tennyson is back on the field as well.
Back in at quarterback, so this shows what Coach Metzel is thinking. Hey, let's get a lot of work, and let's see if Caden Tennyson now can raise the bar. 38-7, going to get an opportunity, but I think he feels really good about what he saw from Edmonds.
All right, here's the snap. Drop back. Quick pass, thrown a little low, but caught for a gain of about 5 yards there. Number 17,
that's
Bates.
Nice
on the
read
reception.
there. As he just sits down right there in that zone, and we get a 6-yard gain on first down. That's about as good as it can get. Accurate pass there by Caden to start this half.
You talk about a
and
nice
going.
kid, that Bates.
He's a
number
wonderful
17.
kid. Goes to my
what
church.
What a
known him all his
great
life.
young man.
Great kid. And he's also a
fakes
big
the
boy.
handoff, pulls up, nice pass there to Jeremiah Noble. Big gain in the first down. And just a well-thrown ball there by Tennyson.
Yeah, and a great read because in rhythm, Caden would have thrown that right to the cover man. He lets Noble clear that corner before he delivers the pass. Good timing, and Caden is 2 for 2 to start this second half.
All right, here's the snap. Drops back. Quick pass. Complete to number 7, Webb. Look at this. Room to run. Down left side of the sideline. Big gain there for Webb and a big first down.
Absolutely great move, and of course, Coach Metzel will always tell you, we're not going to throw you the ball unless you can make the first man miss. And Brendan Webb kind of makes the first man look silly there on that just little open screen. That is a Buckeye version of a sweep play, and about as good as you can get to get an athlete like Webb out into space. Big pickup for a first down. Buckeyes driving now, knocking on the door of the red zone, and Caden Tennyson kind of got it cooking here in the second half.
All right, handoff up the middle. And look at this, Will Henderson breaking tackles, cutting up field. And still on his feet to the 5-6 yard line.
I gotta tell you, Will hit the Jets there when he hit that and literally ran up on his blocker like, sorry, I'm just moving too fast for you. Let me slow down again. Good run there by Will Henderson. But he's got 7 gears where everybody else is 4 on the floor. It's just
clearly.
It is an embarrassment of speed there from Will Henderson.
All right, Tennyson in the shotgun. Motion by Webb. There's the snap. Little trap play and perfect. Untouched, number 7, Webb on the touchdown. We've seen that a couple of times. They have executed that for scores a couple of times this year. And another good job there by the Buckeye offense.
Yeah, and a great drive there by Caden Tennyson, who comes in, engineers that scoring drive. Does not take long, as under 2 minutes on that drive, as the Buckeyes being very patient, really taking what the defense gives them. Stretches this out to 44-7 with the extra point left to come. Still 8 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
All right. And the extra point is up and good. I was watching Braden hit that close to that left upright a couple of times the last 2 kicks. But he is good for it. And so the Buckeyes now 45, Spring Hill 7. We'll be right back after these messages.
Two-time Hall of Fame inductees, Brent Godarzi and Marty Young. Back-to-back #1 trucking firm in the nation. Back-to-back best attorney and best law firm in East Texas.
All right, we're back to Spring Hill, Texas, where the Gilmer Buckeyes just putting on an offensive clinic. 45-7 against the undefeated in-district Spring Hill Panthers. And it was nice while it lasted, but they ran against the Buckeyes, and next week they got it just as bad against Pleasant Grove. And so Buckeyes next week will have Pittsburgh at home, and that should be another win for the Buckeyes. And then on to the playoffs we go. First game probably going to be Center.
Yeah, we are interested to see what happens. The dogfight is in between Carthage and Van tonight. 14-7 that score at half. We'll check on the score here for you in a little while.
High pooch kick, fielded at fair catch, actually, at the 28-yard line. Yeah, tell me that score one more time.
14-7 at the half. We'll check on that score here in an update.
And that is...
and it's now 21-7. Carthage is up, which actually, Jeff, I am very pleased about, because the last thing you want to do is to give up the first district game to Pleasant Grove, expecting that you don't have to play Carthage, only to find out that Carthage winds up the second-place team in their district, which means that we got them in the third round all over again. So go Carthage from this point
I'll be
forward.
honest with you. I don't know if I'd rather play Carthage or Pleasant Grove at this point. I think that's pretty much a coin flip.
I will say something that's going to sound like homer ball, but it is absolutely true from a football standpoint. Neither one of those teams want to see this Buckeye team.
High snap, late pitch, and Buckeyes all over it. Stops it. That was dangerous.
That looked like the third graders out playing pitchback, tackle the man.
Yeah.
As the entire Buckeye defense was back there.
Flag on the play.
Castillo making the stop on the play for the Buckeyes.
Don't tell me that's against us.
Yep. Personal foul. All right, that's going to be a 15-yard automatic first down.
We tackled too hard, Jeff, I guess. I don't know.
And I don't know what happened. We might have grabbed a face mask or something. You never know. I think this crew's been really good tonight.
Yeah,
I'm pleased with this crew. They've let them play.
The Buckeyes have also played well in terms of being clean. I mean, there have not been any just, penalties that are just completely, mental errors that are obvious. The Buckeyes are really showing up well tonight.
Handoff up the middle, fullback, and he is good for about 6 yards on that carry. Nice run there.
Yeah, Hawkins has 100 yards in the first half, 111 yards and a touchdown already just in one half of play. He's had a great night, but unfortunately, that dude nowhere number 1 on the other sideline is doubled you up and is not done yet. As you can just see, think about this. How hard would it be if your goal coming into this year, if you don't play for the Buckeyes, is to be the first team all-district running back? I mean, good luck.
No kidding. Handoff again to the fullback, and they are just, look at them fighting him.
Castillo did a great job there.
Boy, they are doing. We got a flag. That's going to be against the Buckeyes. That is going to be, I believe, number 2 is going to draw the penalty there for the extra shove at the end, and they're going to pull him out, and he'll get a motivational speech by Tommy Edwards. And I can hear him from here.
Yeah, we give up. He makes a great play. He does a great job. He just does not stop at the whistle. And it's because the guy didn't go down. He said, Coach, I didn't put him on the ground. Yeah, but stop at the whistle. So
he's getting the same speech that Bird got 2 games ago.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, Alan Mitchell's down there right now. I love you, son. I'm going to send you texts for the next 20 years of your life on your birthday. That's what he does. But tonight, I'm going to fix to chew your butt.
Instructional opportunity there for Coach Metzel.
Like we said in the coaches show the other day, the football stadium is the largest classroom on campus. This is where they learn discipline and hard work. And we have got great teachers down here in this coaching staff. I'm so proud to be from Gilmer. Nice pitch and a hard run there by the tailback, fighting his way forward. I don't know why they don't run that about every other play.
Yeah, that is just a student body left, the old Notre Dame play. But they get everything going that direction and turn around and pitch it to the wing back from the offside. That means all the blockers are out in front of him. Connor Dodd from his safety position comes up and puts the initial hit on him, but not before he gains 8 yards on first down. And with those 2 penalties, Spring Hill is in business, eating a lot of clock here and driving down inside the Buckeye 30-yard line.
Well, I don't mind them eating clock. I'd like to get on to the house. Handoff up the middle, hard run there by number 21, the fullback for Spring Hill. That young man has put a lot of effort into this game tonight.
Yeah, he's talented, Jeff, but as you say, it's anywhere else in the state of Texas, he's probably all region, maybe even all state, but in this region up here in Beast, Texas, when you got to play against 3 of the top 3 teams in Division II for 4A, there's a lot of stiff competition out there.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, here's the snap. Handoff again, up the middle. Buckeyes all over it. And you can tell that they were reminded about what a swarm is supposed to be as they are swarming to that football.
And Jeff, the instructional part of this, let's put it that way, of this drive is that the Buckeyes should have been off the field 4 minutes ago as they had
30 yards
Spring
of
Hill
penalty.
stopped, and then they get, to your point, 30 yards of penalties, keeps the drive alive in the series, and now Spring Hill inside the red zone, 2nd and 8 from the Buckeye 20-yard line.
All right, pitch, wild pitch, fumble, picks it up, running for his life, and look at this, nearly turns it into something, but unfortunately it's going to result in a loss of yardage and bring up 3rd and about 16.
Jeff, that is the 3rd time that we've seen that pitch. The first time he caught it behind his head,
no kidding,
and scored a touchdown. The second 2 times he's put it on the ground. He's made the right read, but not really delivered a strike on that pitch. And maybe you're running a little bit different pace than you are in traffic when people are live and they're chasing you. But that is a play there that sophomore young quarterback has got to get right to run this offense effectively.
All right, a little trap play, number 4. Look at that, worked pretty good as he picks up 10 yards and a first down.
Allen, the ball carrier, gets down inside the 15-yard.
That's to Allen, and Jeff, this has got to go for it territory, 4th down and 4, but an opportunity for the Buckeye defense to stand up and get off the field here. Once again, any trick play that's in the book you might see.
We got some lightning strikes over here to the west.
It's coming.
And
run, clock, run.
No kidding. I don't want to do another Paris tonight.
No, thank you.
I do not. I'm going to look at the weather radar. We had a cloud-to-ground lightning strike over there, not far from the stadium. Pitch, it's open. Number 4 headed to the 5-yard line. Nice field there, tackle there by number 21 for the Buckeyes, and that is Morton.
It picks up another first down for Spring Hill, keeps the drive alive. That's the stuff that just drives Coach Tommy Edwards absolutely crazy, the defensive coordinator, where we stopped them 3 times already in this drive. and late penalties by the Buckeyes have kept things alive. Now they're all the way down inside the 10. And the last time, Jeff, this happened, they put it on the ground, and Trillian Butler came up with the big fumble recovery. One play later, 92 yards to the house was Will Henderson. In this case, it's just all about pride because the lead is huge. But let's see.
Hand off to the fullback and a touchdown, Spring Hill.
Hawkins in for his second touchdown of the night. 2:32 left in the third quarter. And Spring Hill makes this a little more respectable at 45-13 with the extra point left to come. But for the Buckeyes, Jeff, the disappointing thing about that drive is you actually stopped them twice. Had them for fourth down and couldn't tackle the pitch man. And that is stuff that will give Coach Edwards lots to talk about in the film room. He'll jump probably straight to this drive when film time comes.
Blocked. Buckeyes block it. Spring Hill falls on it. And, yeah, that's exactly right. You just hate to do that because they're just unnecessary, right? And you got to be disciplined. And we gave up 30 yards and 6 points on that drive because of it. So looks like the storm is right now all the way over in Tyler, moving slowly kind of to the north. So I think it's going to skirt us and let us get this game finished, hopefully, unless we get some really close lightning strikes.
We may have the running clock here in the fourth quarter as the Buckeyes may decide to keep this on the ground. It'll be interesting to see if Caden Tennyson comes back out again as the quarterback. He executed an outstanding drive there on the first drive of the second half, a scoring drive for the Buckeyes, threw the ball very well. He went perfect on that drive, a perfect 4 for 4, and then ended with a touchdown inside the Webb, which will go down as a pass, but that was just kind of an inside pitch. But the Buckeye offense, obviously, Jeff, since they're getting fourth quarter, making the change to Edmond at quarterback, really ignited this offense, and they have put on quite a performance here tonight.
Number 24, Ector, and number 3, Tate, back deep. So far tonight, the other two kickoffs have been little squib kicks. They're going to do it again, and it lands right into the arms of Webb, who just takes a knee. And Buckeyes have great field position. 1st and 10 from their own 41.
Now here comes Caden once again. Great drive in the first half. And Jeff, I got to just say a kudos to Coach Metzel and the way that he's really handled this quarterback situation and really turning this into a positive for both young men. As Caden kind of got off in his first start in 3 weeks to a little bit of a shaky start, did not hesitate to go to Edmond, who really put on a clinic and engineered 5 straight scoring drives all under 1 minute. And then went back to Caden here to start the second half, and he comes out with a scoring drive.
Handoff up the middle. I believe that's 14. Smith bounces out to the left side. And look at this guy run. He's got something to prove, too.
Hey, let me say.
You know, he's like, I don't care if I am behind the fastest guy in North America. I can run the football.
DeVray can absolutely go. It's in his genes, and he has really come in to solidify that second. He reminds me of Terrence Lovely, that Buckeye legend all the way back to 2004, who kind of moved in his senior year and really is a physical runner. Not only is he gifted and fast, but he is very, very physical.
Drops back, quick pass, low ball.
That's intended for number 15, Inslee.
And that is going to fall incomplete.
Yeah, and Easley is about 6'3", so
every bit of 6'3".
You don't want to throw it at his knees. That's one where you can kind of throw it 6 feet off the ground. It's going to hit him right in the chest. That is an incomplete pass that probably is on the quarterback.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff up the middle. Smith, look at this. Hard run. Every time he touches it, he's 9 or 10 yards. That's another first down for Smith. And he's smelled in the end zone here.
Yeah, DeVray is a football player now. I mean, he is as good a quote-unquote backup as you're going to find anywhere in the state at the running back position. And he's the second best running back on the field pretty much every time he steps on the field. And when he's got an opportunity, he makes the most of it, every single touch.
All right, they're going to fake the handoff, rolls to his right side under pressure. He's going to tuck it and have to run. Rounds the corner and out of bounds after a 6-yard gain.
Great job there by Tennyson as he makes one man miss, takes advantage of his feet, gets what he can, and turns that into a positive play. That's the difference when you don't panic back there. You take what the defense gives you, you tuck it, you get the yards that you can, live to fight another day. That's a good job by the quarterback.
2nd down and 3.
2nd and 3. Short pass complete to number 5. Right side easily picks up the first down. That is a Hackett on the reception for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, DeMarion is another one of those guys that you kind of forget about him because there's so many other weapons. You got Tate, you got Webb, you've got Jeremiah Noble. You've got all these guys that are kind of in front of you, but you forget that's a good high school football player out there. DeMarion showing what he can do at the receiver spot.
Handoff up the middle, Smith. Wrapped up by a linebacker after a gain of about 4. 2nd and 6.
Maybe the last play of the third quarter coming up here, and it might be the last one the Buckeyes need to stick it into the end zone here. 2nd and 7 at the 14-yard line. The Buckeyes can pick up a first down at the Panther 7, but they may not need to. Look for Smith here at the running back position, and he's got a nose for the end zone.
Hand off to Smith, bounces out to the left side. It's a foot race, cuts upfield, and look at this. Second effort, he should have been knocked out of bounds on the 3, and he absorbed the shot, stopped, literally stopped, and then on in for the last 3 yards.
I just get a feeling that,
He's a tough runner.
DeVray, what you're going to have to tackle him, as he just showed. He has a nose for the end zone. As he takes that ball, you know that they're going to run it to him, but you just kind of see it in his body language. Guys, I'm getting in the end zone, and I don't care who gets in my way.
He refuses to go down.
He is such a great player, and shows it there as he stopped at the 3, literally runs a guy over, refuses to go down, and then uses that second burst for the next Buckeye touchdown. And we've cracked half 100 here. 51 points on the board for the Buckeyes. Extra point left to come.
All right, that one down the middle as Braden converts the extra point. It is now 52-13. Buckeyes lead. We'll be right back with the fourth quarter.
It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
I like it. What else do you have?
Here's one. It's fully loaded, great gas mileage, 30,000-mile warranty.
Looks like the same car.
Exactly the same. But this one's $120 less per month.
What's the catch?
No catch if you use Credit Union of Texas. Let me show you.
With the Credit Union of Texas Flex Auto Loan, you get the car of your dreams. Lower payments, no hassle. Get started now at cutx.org.
All right, we are back to Spring Hill, Texas. Gilmer scores again, 52-13. And Spring Hill just outmatched, outgunned tonight in every way. A good football team. They've got it's one of the best Spring Hill teams I've seen in a while. I was really impressed with their band that got second place at state, silver medal, and they look great tonight.
Yeah, they look great in the state finals as well, Jeff. They put 126 kids on the field to Gilmer's 96. So, but they really march well. They take a lot of pride in that program, and cracking the top 5 and bringing home a silver medal, nothing to be ashamed of for the Spring Hill band.
All right, high pooch kick, fielded on the 30-yard line, fair catch. And so Spring Hill comes out once again, just trying to get something going, and their failure to be able to throw the football effectively has just made them one-dimensional tonight, and the Buckeyes have sniffed out their limited offense. I'll say it that way.
Credit Coach Tommy Edwards for recognizing and shifting into a cover 1 look all night, which puts 8 guys in the box. What do we mean by cover 1? Cover 1 means that there's one safety in the game. He's standing in the middle of the field. That means your cornerback's to the outside. That's Trillian Butler. That's DeMarion. That is Tate. That is some Webb. That is some unbelievably talented athletes playing man-to-man. That gives you 8 guys to stop the run. Advantage Buckeyes.
Handoff once again, number 42 that time.
Big Mr. Brown.
Yep. No, that's, Trey Lee.
Trey Lee, I'm sorry.
I get Brown and Lee. They look alike. One's 44, one's 42.
And both of them
in pads, they're just giant people. You know, and so it's hard to, I get them mixed up too, but Trey Lee on the stop there. And that's the end of the third quarter. We're now starting the fourth quarter, 52-13. Gilmer is looking really good tonight.
We'll recognize a few of our sponsors and be right back with the fourth quarter right after this.
Crowley Funeral Home has been serving families in Gilmer since 1883. Funeral director and Gilmer High School graduate Troy Murray leads the professional staff at Crowley Funeral Home and is committed to providing dignified, respectful, and compassionate assistance to every family in their time of need. Crowley Funeral Home feels strongly about maintaining high standards of excellent service while still keeping prices affordable. At Crowley Funeral Home, we treat your family as our own.
Back to the action here for the fourth quarter as the Gilmer Buckeyes have a 52-13 lead. Have things well in hand here with a 2nd and 8 for Spring Hill from their own 32-yard line. And a lot of defensive substitutions coming in as the Buckeyes fine-tune some things for the playoffs here over these last 2 weeks.
There's the snap. And handoff again up the middle again. Spring Hill showing kind of one dimension. I think at this point they just want to keep it on the ground and say, hey, Buckeyes, y'all keep it on the ground. Let's get this fourth quarter over with pretty quick.
I'm a big fan of that strategy.
I'm a huge fan of that.
It's a 3rd down and 3 for the Panthers with the ball.
3rd and 3. Now let's see if Coach Edwards doesn't dial up a little bit of a run blitz and slant into this option, which is obviously coming right here to the left side. Here it is. And sure enough, they tackle the quarterback behind the line of scrimmage and create a 4th down, and they're going to punt again. The Spring Hill Panthers don't expect the Buckeyes to even put anybody deep. They'll just defend right here with no return. Well, not say that, and Webb comes on the field. So I still think they'll play complete prevent and just let Spring Hill punt the ball. They haven't done it real well all night, and give some young Buckeyes an opportunity to play, and you can see what happens when DeVray Smith gets in the game.
Well, they're doing that little shift thing they did when they faked it earlier, but I don't see that coming again. You get about one of those per game. Look at them, they're going to throw the football down the field, and it's going to fall incomplete. So it was another fake punt, so they just handed the Buckeyes the football in some crazy good field position.
Good defense there by DeMarion, who's a gunner. Gunner protect on that and recognizes that the guy's going out for a pass. He's not covering a punt, and turns around and swats that ball away at the last second. And now you've got a lot of young Buckeyes into the game. Jordan Escalante in at quarterback, and for the Buckeyes, 10:40 in the fourth quarter, and they are going to have the youngsters come out and get some very, very valuable experience.
All right, here's the snap, handoff. Number 24, Ector.
Does a great job kind of getting lost behind his blockers there. Picks up 7 yards on the first down carry.
Escalante, he actually looks like a quarterback.
Yeah, let me tell you, Jordan's 6'2" and still growing.
Well, he's every bit of 6'2", if not more.
And he's just a junior.
You know, you can easily see over that line and throw the ball, and they're going to let him throw it right here. Nice pass. Instantly hit, but that was a great pass for a first down. Escalante saying, hey, let me in here.
Picks up a first down, moves the chains. Buckeyes knocking on the door of the red zone. Big long Mr. Easley makes that catch, takes the tough hit, but moves the chains. And the clock continues to run now under 10 minutes as the Buckeyes are driving with their third-team quarterback in the game and some youngsters getting an opportunity to play.
Hand off to Ector. Bounces out to the left side. Look at him just dragging that young man. He is so strong. Nice 5-yard run there by Ector.
And despite what the announcer is saying, that is not number 14 Smith. That is number 24 Ector. There is quite a difference. And everybody looking to get this one over with, as the clock's going to tick down under 9 minutes left to play.
Hand off to number 20 around the right side. And look at him stay on his feet. This is one of my favorite kids on the field right here. You don't see him a lot, but that is Will Gross.
Great kid.
Great kid. That is my daughter's boyfriend, and you see him around that corner, and he's got something to prove too. He hadn't got to play as much as he wants to this year, but you talk about a good kid and a hard worker. And
this is really what makes the Buckeye program go year in and year out. Is these are the guys that really dedicate their entire high school careers to the Buckeyes. It takes that much to be competitive for this long year after year. Off-season program, in-season program, and it's good to see those guys that are putting in all those hours and all that work get a chance to shine a little bit.
They hand it off to him again, and he cuts up and gets right at the goal line. Man, he was denied by an inch.
All the Buckeyes over here on this side.
They're all yelling for him. I hope they give it to him again.
I think you're going to see the same play here.
They better.
Here we go.
They hand it to him. Get in there, Will.
Touchdown.
And he got a touchdown.
All right. Way to go, Will.
His first varsity touchdown. Good for him.
And the thing you like most is seeing all these seniors there to congratulate him. And by the way, he's got to come hold for the extra point. So
that's awesome.
There's your reward. $7:49 left here in this fourth quarter. 58-13, Buckeyes lead after the Will Grossman touchdown. Extra point left to come. Once again, Mr. Pate is going to have to ice that growing leg tonight in the Pate household. Coach Pate, just keep feeding him whatever you're feeding him because it's working. Kick is up and it is good. And the Buckeyes stretch the lead to 59-13. 7:21 left to play in this game, and we now have a running clock, which is good news for everybody. We'll be right back after these messages, hopefully with about 4 minutes left to play.
There's something special about a local hometown bank. The pace is a little slower, the smile's a little brighter, and the relationship is, well, personal. Visit us in Gilmer or our new bank in Longview on the corner of 1844 and Judson Road. For over 120 years, Gilmer National Bank has been building relationships, one customer at a time. Come see us for all your personal, commercial, and agricultural needs, because we want to hear you say,
Gilmer National Bank. That's my bank.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are back to the action after the Will Gross touchdown.
And so
again,
cool.
you talk about these good kids, what a good kid he is. They're all over the field down here. I'm telling you, this is one of the nicest teams. In fact, it's one of our concerns earlier this year. We're like, these guys they're
too nice.
Really nice kids. I hope they're going to be good. Because there's so many sweet kids on this team.
And you can see
they're down there just congratulating all the guys have patted him on the back, and they know he's worked so hard this year.
When you see number 3 to Eric Tate, that guy's got NFL written all over him, and when he's the guy down there paying the most attention to you, you got to feel like that's not only your classmate, that's your brother. I love seeing that from these Buckeyes.
High kick, fielded on the 15-yard line, return up the middle, and Buckeyes swarm for the tackle on the 26-yard line.
And once again, a lot of youngsters coming on the field for this Buckeye Black Flag defense. We've got a running clock now, 5:30 left, which means that we are going to be able to get out of here before the rain hits, hopefully. Jeff, I got to tell you, impressive week for the Buckeyes in terms of the strides that they took forward tonight. I think the highlight to point to tonight is the simple fact that you had both quarterbacks not only play, but play very, very well at a very high level. And that is a good problem to have if you are the Gilmer Buckeyes, knowing that the playoffs are coming and knowing that you can go to the hot hand.
Well, you notice you look down on the field here, you've got what you and I talked about at halftime. You know, what would be a dream cornerback? You got number 11, Caden Tennyson, down there at corner right now.
That may be where he winds up.
And let me tell you
helping the
something.
Buckeyes the most.
That would not be a bad thing.
Not at all.
I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a Buckeye fan, that's a good thing, because that frees up some other guys to move to the middle where we really need to help the most.
That's exactly right.
And he is a tough. We don't let him be aggressive because he's the quarterback. We don't want him hurt, but he can hit you.
Yeah, Jeremiah Noble.
Caden Tennyson can light you up.
Jeremiah Noble, his twin brother, is number 11. He just never plays defense.
There's a snap. Option pitch to the left. Number 8, he's going to get stuck for a loss immediately.
Completely bottled up there by the Buckeye defense. Can't play it any better. That's a 6-yard loss. Brings up 3rd and 14 for Spring Hill. And hopefully, Jeff, with the running clock, the Buckeyes make this stop and can take 4 straight knees and call this one a night, as they will move into kind of a stranglehold on the second place position here in this district with 1 game left to go. Spring Hill, unfortunately, they will make the playoffs with 3 wins, Jeff, as the 3rd place team. LE tonight able to defeat Pittsburgh.
You got a little reverse here, and it worked pretty good. Nice hit, but man, credit to the running back. Easily came up and laid the wood on him. I heard the pop up here,
He just didn't
but he
wrap
just
up.
didn't. Yeah, he didn't go down.
Well, I get a little afraid for Easley, because if he opens his arms up, as frail looking as he is, and he's grown a lot, but it takes a whole lot to grow into that big, long 6'4" frame. He's got, if he ever grows into that body, I tell you what, he will be a scary looking athlete.
All right, here's the snap. Handoff up the middle of the fullback, slam to the turf after getting the first down. And again, clock's running 2:44, literally left in this football game, as they were just running the clock on out.
Very happy to run clock here, as these Gilmer Buckeyes have been very impressive tonight. And the way things set up, Jeff, I've said this to Alan Metzel for 4 straight weeks now, it's never been set up better in terms of how things are playing out. We will get a score for you here before we leave the air to see at least what the van score is.
2:09 left to play.
Lindale leading Jacksonville 42-7. Liberty Ilo over Pittsburgh 21-14. And Carthage has pulled away from Van 35-7, which is a actual really good thing for us, as we are happy to see that score. We hope the Texas Rangers can make a late inning drive here. They got 6 outs to play with, down 2 runs in the first game of the World Series.
Handoff up the middle, big hole, and he's going to possibly, chased down from behind by Hackett.
Marion doing a good job there from his quarterback position, saving the touchdown, but the clock will still run. Obviously, Coach Edwards not wanting to give up another touchdown here, but lots of youngsters getting good playing time, at least for the next 2 plays before we end things here tonight. 59-13, once again, your score.
Handoff once again up the middle. Buckeyes stopped that run on the 10-yard line. Less than a minute left in the game, and so the Buckeyes, obviously, we anticipate a victory next week over Pittsburgh, and they'll finish 2nd in the district.
And ironically, right where they want to be.
Yeah, which means that we will see, if we can make it through the first 3 rounds, we'll either see Carthage or Pleasant Grove in the 4th round of the playoffs. Handoff once again, 30 seconds left. Maybe one more play left in this game.
That'll be the game, Jeff. Does not look like they're going to run another play. Lots of class bringing them off the field. 15 seconds left and counting. Buckeyes are going to take this victory home tonight. Impressive performance, 59-13. Buckeyes win, going into the last game of the district season, and looking like they're going to claim the 2nd place position and go into the playoffs very well positioned. So, folks, for tonight, for myself, Todd Robinson, the voice of the Buckeyes, Jeff Rash, we want to thank all of our sponsors. We want to congratulate once again the Gilmer Buckeye Band for their great performance as state finalists last week in Waco. And we want to say congratulations to the Spring Hill Panthers, who looks like they're going to make the playoffs this year. And we will come back next week with a final senior week home game from Jeff Traylor Stadium, where the Buckeyes will take on the Pittsburgh Panthers. So
Okay.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
All right, yeah.
So we will see you next week, folks. Once again from Spring Hill, 59-13. Buckeyes win. We'll see you next week.
Spilled a little.